Up.
Right, full screen.
Alright, and it looks like we are alive. Welcome to the first Weaponized Autism of the year of our Lord 2026.
Hey, yo. I have no other opening line, I know.
I mean, that's probably good enough. Oh. So, I hope everybody had a nice holiday and a nice new year. Hope nobody got too shit-faced. I certainly didn't.
My fourth one's sober, motherfuckers.
Alrighty, well. Oh. We've got a loaded show for y'all tonight. We've got a little bit of a variety. We've got some JD Delay, some Atozy, some Donut Operator, some Razor Fist, some Fail Army, and new to the channel, a YouTuber that goes by the name of Tex, who does a lot of comic book movie-oriented content. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So, the cropping is a little off. Let me fix that. Alright. Yeah, and then watch, I'll have to fix it again, like, the microsecond the next video starts up.
It'll be alright.
Alright. That's good enough. This edit... Dude... This edit is just diabolical.
Jesus Christ.
Grand Theft Minnesota 2. I wonder if GTM Part 1 was 2020.
Jesus.
And at least one of these images would be emblazoned with a big old picture of George Floyd.
You're fucked.
Yes, I am. What else is new?
Is that fucking Omar, whatever the fuck her name is?
I think it is Ilhan Omar.
You know, the fake American politician.
I think it might be, or it might just be any one of the Somalian daycare scammers. I assume that's Tim Walz up there in the corner with the special helmet.
Who's on the left?
I think that's Nick Shirley.
What the hell is Nick Shirley?
The guy who is now being completely hunted by the Democratic Party for exposing a massive fraud scheme in Minnesota.
Well, shit.
And there's a fuck ton of Minnesota Somalians who are trying to say he's going to be the next Charlie Kirk, which is just diabolical.
Again, are you fucked?
Extremely.
Also, you don't need to leave Erica Kirk alone. She's trying to mourn her loss, you fucks.
Well, some people adopted Barack Obama's mantra of never let a good crisis go to waste. And unfortunately, some of them are wearing the skin suit of the American right.
Bruh.
Yeah, Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, Nick Fuentes, Valhalla VFT.
Jesus Christ.
Unreal. It's disgusting and diabolical, and I don't support it at all. Then again, you should not be shocked that Candace Owens is grifting off of something for money. She is a world-class con artist. I mean, there's a reason she spent 3 hours cozying up to Andrew Tate. You know? Sharks...
It's like with Razor Fist.
You were saying?
I said it's like what Razorfist said. Everybody opinions are like podcasts are like assholes. Anyone can have one. Candace Owens can be purchased.
Oh, she ought to start an
Something
only.
like that.
She ought to start an OnlyCons.
Dude. Dude, don't even get me started on the OnlyFans shit. Because I literally came across an article on Facebook where that influencer, Piper Raquel, she literally just turned 18 not long ago, and she said she already opened up an OnlyFans and made $2 million in 24 hours.
If I had a daughter and I found out she was on OnlyFans, chastity belt.
I'm sorry. Disowned.
I'm getting the chastity belt. So, moving on, let's begin with GTM.
Yeah. It's worse than the Little Tay situation, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Whoever did this is lit.
And this is how you know it's an AI, because no GTA game looks this smooth.
Uh-huh.
Tampon Tim, you're a retard.
Again, I'm sorry, are you fucked?
That's honestly the nicest thing you could ever say about Tim Walls.
I mean, still not as bad as that one Judge Judy meme where it said, well, I'm not going to say the actual word, but let's just say, you are a maggot, case dismissed.
I gotta
Diabolical.
I gotta hear the Tampon Tim line again.
Tampon Tim, you're a retard.
It's not...
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Now I can actually... Now it's time to actually fix the cropping on this thing. Alright. Take that up there. And
There we go.
there we go, guys. All right, now that looks pristine now.
Yep.
Okay, so now, oh boy, we got an update on Vitaly. On today's episode of How Cooked Are the Retarded IRL Streamers?
I mean, it's like you said in your failure to launch video, we are fucked as a human race.
Yeah,
Yes, I went back and watched it. Sue me.
in the immortal words of Foghorn Leghorn, did you order original recipe or extra crispy? That's how cooked. That's how cooked we are.
Sounds about right.
But at least the memes are great.
That can be said about any year in the last 10 years.
Fair enough.
It's now been almost a year since Vitaly did the awful mistake of stealing a motorcycle, harassing locals, stealing officers' hats, threatening to rob an elder lady, and stealing from local businesses, all while live streaming it for everyone to see in the Philippines. I don't know about you guys, but the Philippines is probably one of the last places I would ever want to F around.
I'm gonna get around.
What's up?
I was talking to my dog. I was saying leave it alone. Keep going.
Also, Tozy says that the Philippines is the last place you'd ever want. I mean, any place is the last place that I would ever want to push the boundaries of fuck around and find out. But maybe I'm just built different.
That reminds me, when's the next update on Johnny Salami?
Ooh, that is a good question. I actually don't remember. I don't remember what his next court date is supposed to be, but it's sometime soon, like sometime within the next few months, maybe.
That's a true example of F around and find out right there.
I mean, both cases are both Vitaly and Johnny Somali are hardcore reaching the find out stages. They're just reaching them at different paces. One of the Philippines is going the Philippines is going instant scorched earth. South Korea is just like, yeah, just let him wither himself into oblivion, and we'll just scrape what's left off the street. Both are equally valid approaches, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're digging their own graves either way.
Yeah, I'll say it again. Johnny Salami looks like a human version of the frog from Fleshed Away.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel nothing.
Bro.
Where's the other pizza cutter? Where's the other pizza cutter?
The
one that's not in the philosophy.
Don't know, okay?
Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotion.
Well, I just about knocked myself out on the frickin' on the stove light. I was trying to look back there, but there's that little light above the stove, and I just clocked my head on it.
See, that's why I always eat before the streams.
Shut up. Today is not the day, and I'm not the one, bud. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's oh no! Oh no, mommy! Bruh.
But since then, we've had reports that Vitaly's new strategy is to now turn to religion, and his cameraman has apparently been indicted. Because, unfortunately for Vitaly, you have people in charge of the country saying they will punish him to the fullest extent of the law. But here I've been sitting for quite a while with the main question of, what does the Filipino population actually think of this? And what do legal professionals over there think of this? And can I trace back his steps of that day to get a better feel of how stupid all this was? My only problem is, it's December, and I'd prefer not to leave home for any longer than I have to. So, I found a flight route which takes 23 hours to get there, which then gives me 12 hours in the Philippines before I have to fly 23 hours home. So after thinking about it for a little bit, I could either sit here and yap about the story, or I could go out and investigate for myself. Now, obviously, Vitaly has been famous on the internet for a long time. The dude went from pranks to incredibly stupid stunts in Egypt, which got him arrested. And I think him being arrested and released so quickly in Egypt is kind of what gave him that false sense of security to F around like he did in the Philippines. But he then went back to Miami, and at this point in time, it seemed like his career was doing really well, until he decided to beat a woman senseless for jogging outside of his home. So obviously, he got arrested for that. The body cam footage went extremely viral.
You know me? Do I know you? No.
But after that happened, that's all.
Do you know me? Fucker, I don't think God wants to know you right now.
Can't come in. Dude, it's like that Sunny B2 video about the American missionary who went to that forbidden island. And supposedly one of the arrows missed the boat. The second arrow went into his Bible. And the third arrow actually hit him. And it's like, dude, I think the second arrow hitting your Bible was God telling you to turn the fuck around.
Yeah? Yeah, that
Not
was...
to mention, you shouldn't visit that place anyway because you had introduced a whole bunch of new germs to their compromised bodies because they don't have the same immune systems we did.
Yeah. That was basically God looking you in the face and saying,
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
So,
Ugh.
like, I understand wanting to spread the word of God just to as many parts of the world as possible, but God was saying, turn around.
Oh. Alrighty.
And not just turn around, and turn the fuck around.
Yep.
That's all we heard from Vitaly for a while. Then a few years later, he returned and started making these PDF catching videos. And suddenly, he gained a pretty large following again, until he lost his entire team. So, after losing his entire team, for some reason, then he decided to go all in on streaming himself harassing people in Asia. Because clearly, that went extremely well for Johnny Somali. Except, Vitaly decided to pick a country that's way tougher on crime than South Korea, and decided to do things which could throw him in prison for 20 years. While live streaming himself doing so. Oh boy, I still have no clue why anyone would decide that's a good idea. But I guess we could backtrack his footsteps and see how it's like to be there. Alright, we just ran into our first problem, got to the airport, everything was looking great, got here like 2 hours early, get to my gate, and I find out, oh, plane's not here. It's now 20 minutes past when we're supposed to board. It's not looking good. We were finally boarding, but the boarding of my next flight ends 30 minutes after I land. So this is probably going to be one of those full sprint moments just to make this flight. Alright, so I land in about 1 hour. I haven't been able to sleep. Off to a great start.
And welcome to San Francisco, where the local time is 10:20 p.m.
Alright, update. We're good. The plane apparently made up like 40 minutes in time, so I no longer need to sprint to my gate, so I can just kind of casually walk to it. Board right away, but it seems like it'll all work out.
Alright, we're like 13 hours into the flight. We have about 2 hours left or something like that. Currently just walking around to talk to my camera because I don't want to wake the people sleeping next to me. But, yeesh.
Ooh.
Alright, so we're in Manila. First problem, how do I get to Bonifacio? So I found out there's something called Grab. That's their version of Uber Eats, and so on and so on. Only problem is they do not accept my card. So now I have to find a 7-Eleven and top up my Grab card so I can then use their Uber service. Adventure time.
Excuse me.
And this is the exact area where he ran off with the motorcycle. It's crazy I know exactly where I am, even though I've never been here before. Beautiful day in Bonifacio Global City, Manila, Philippines. But yeah, here he decided to just, number one, egg on this officer and start running off with his bike right there.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Can I shove this up your...
What?
Can I put...
I still cannot believe he actually went up to a fucking cop and said that. Let alone a cop from a foreign nation.
Hey, pal, you're just calling from Stupid Town?
Right? Oh.
This is more related than a wedding in Alabama.
You're serious? Hey, I can be stupid too.
Oh. I still it fries my brain trying to think of what would have been going through his noggin other than just like dead air to even think that was a marginally good idea.
It's like Donnie Morrison all over again.
Refresh my memory
Huh?
Refresh my memory who he is.
He's the guy from Chris Hansen Kick.
Oh, okay. Donnie Morrison. I heard Johnny Morrison for some reason.
Yeah. But, dude, I remember seeing some comments on the video where it was his last appearance on TV talking about the hurricane, and it said, like, I think one of them said his mom's going to take his ashes and throw them away. I'm well aware I'm going to hell for laughing. I don't care.
Hey, it's still funny.
Or something along the lines of the hurricane's going to take his ashes and throw them away.
Yeah, that too.
I've been through Charlie, Wilma, and Irma. I hope you meant the hurricanes.
Nah.
That was in the video that we reacted to a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Go check it out. Dips and Dopes.
Yep.
With us in you.
And then he ran up and jumped.
Really? The fucking Hanna-Barbera sound effects?
Play that again.
With us in you.
In the words of Woods when you accidentally shoot him in Call of Duty Black Ops, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The fucking Hanna-Barbera sound effects, dude. That is perfection.
Dude, you know Hanna-Barbera made a Godzilla cartoon, right?
That was the one from the late 90s, right?
No, it was from the 70s.
Ooh.
It had the little green flying Godzilla named Godzuki. And Godzilla didn't even have his trademark roar. He just went roar.
Oh,
They had
an actor. Actually, they had the actual actor just do it.
yeah, and he actually breathed both actual fire and also had laser beams coming out of his eyes. People say Godzilla 2014 was bad. They should look at the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. Like, stop fat-shaming our kaiju, assholes. But, I'm sorry, but Boomerang Godzilla was pretty fat.
With freaking laser beams.
I didn't mind it.
Wow.
Dude, is Boomerang even a thing? Still?
I don't know. I don't know if it still exists or if David Zaslav just completely shit canned it, like he's canned all the rest of everything else at Warner Brothers.
Because I remember at one point when I tried to enter the Boomerang app for Grayson, and it just said all Boomerang stuff is now on HBO Max.
Okay, so that's right. They did kill the app, but supposedly they got rid of all the Cartoon Network stuff, all their Cartoon Network stuff from HBO Max. So it's like, what the fuck, man?
What was the point?
It's like, are you high? Are you dumb, stupid, or retarded?
The answer is all three.
David Zaslav, Bob Iger, and Ted Sarandos are in a bidding war over who could be the most retarded CEO in the entertainment industry of the 2020s. And you cannot convince me otherwise.
I mean, supposedly Paramount, and Netflix are in a huge bidding war right now over Warner Brothers Discovery, and it's like, just let Paramount buy it. They won't fuck it up like Netflix will inevitably fuck it up.
Well, yeah, because Paramount's trying to shift back into an audience first direction. Netflix's response is to Netflix just wants to make everything gay and lame.
Or take all those theatrical releases and just put them on Netflix only.
Yeah, just dump them into the streaming void where they get no attention, nobody watches them, and they're just farts in the wind. It's the anti-film.
I mean, Netflix been off my radar for a long time anyway, after they did that password crackdown bullshit, as well as, cuties.
The only reason I am holding on to Netflix right now is because when Joe Carnahan's movie The Rip comes up, I'm going to watch it day one, and then I'm just canning it.
Dude, one of these times we should screen share. We should screen share, and we should screen share. You should let me finish the last 2 episodes of the Kong anime.
Because at this point, is there really much of a reason to to use any streaming service beyond Tubi and Pluto?
They don't have the Kong anime.
Yeah, but is it even worth watching?
I mean, the first 7 or 8 episodes were good. I'll just hope it comes to DVD.
I mean, contrary to what Tan Sarandos claims, seeing a movie on the big screen and seeing a movie on your phone and seeing a movie on your TV are 3 completely different experiences.
Yeah.
But moving on.
We're only 26 minutes in. I'm already in a frenzy.
Yeah. But moving on.
Yeah.
And he ran up and jumped on this, and he was doing all of his stuff to the women sitting at this restaurant right here. Then he continued through here, and it looks like we're gonna get into that courtyard where he started harassing, I guess, the second mall guard. Yeah, dude, the last thing I would ever want to do is go try to take any of their hats. Like, that's just crazy work. So essentially, like, he started off at that intersection right there, walked all the way through here, ran around this building, crossed again, then went into this mall right here. Then he came back out, and then he ran in through this building right here. He must have been here like early morning or something like that, because this is like at about 4 p.m. and clearly it's very busy here. You guys recognize this spot because he went straight up here and stole that mask right there.
They won't recognize me. They're gonna call more security with that one.
There's like a high probability that that's the one. And obviously ran down and then went up over there. So he then came out that door over here, and then he decided.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Atozi's playing the IRL live stream dipshit version of Arkham's of Batman Arkham Detective Mode?
I mean, it sounds about right.
Just go into an AI and swap Atozi's voice for Kevin Conroy's voice, and it's like you're tracing the trajectory of Deadshot's bullets in Arkham City.
Or the remote-controlled sniper by Joker.
That too.
Dated reference. But anyway, I thought of something very short we could squeeze in at some point. Okay. You know that short I sent you of the reasons why Alex Mason had to go in Black Ops 2?
It's probably been a while, but refresh my memory.
It was like a compilation of Alex Mason going on a killing spree, as well as some slight funny reactions, as well as some funny sound effects.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Like a bunch of bah! Like a bah! Every time he killed somebody. We should show that on stream if you want. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, I'll have to try to remember that.
Tell you what, let me go keep playing it. I got the mini screen on. I can keep watching while I'm doing this, but I'll go find it.
Okay.
To run across to here, and that's where he threatened that old lady to rob her because she wanted to ignore her and go about with her own day. And it was pretty much right after that moment that he decided that it was a good time to flee into the hotel that he was staying at, which is right here. He came from this hallway with his whole posse and his mom, and then he went down these stairs, and this is where he was like, I don't care if I get arrested. That'll be fun.
I know what I'm doing. It's not my first rodeo. And I'm not going to say, oh, don't arrest me. Here's the money. I'll
will go to jail. I'm a proud man. I love jail. I get it up to be there for free. I don't have to pay.
And then he went up another escalator over here to one of the restaurants in the hotel, and that's where he proceeded to harass her. Correction, it would be this one right here. And it was at the top there. He welcomed the fact going to jail.
It's an entertaining stream, right? I told them I would give them the best IRL. They didn't believe me. Wait till I go to India or Russia.
Honestly, after being there, that just puts me in even more disbelief. But this is what I said about this back in March of 2025. This is a 33-year-old man harassing mall security for his live stream content. But unfortunately, just like basically all my other videos, it's all downhill from here. This gets so much worse. And
33 years old. This motherfucker is at least a year older than me. Because I'll be turning 33 next month. How do you...
How's it feel having the same number for the first time since 2015? Because you were 22 in 2015. Now you're about to be 33. How's it feel having the same number in your age again?
Right. What is life, man?
Isn't Vitaly also a creep, or whatever this fucker's name is?
I mean, outside of the fact that he tried to, that he turned into an off-brand Chris Hansen for online clout, assaulted a woman for jogging in front of his house, and all of this shit. I don't know if creep is the word I would use, but aggressive retard is the term I would use.
Yeah, I feel like Skeeter Jean is more reliable.
I have no idea who that is.
The guy who caught EDP with Ginny on Stress Cupcake.
Oh, okay. Dude, there's...
Like the guy, like the black dude who had the Christian outfit on.
Right, okay. Dude, there's so much dumb shit and so many dumb motherfuckers that come across that come across the internet every day that they all, after a while, most of them just kind of blur together. Okay.
Yeah, but at least Gideon's actually getting arrested. Like Gideon and Schlepp, but Schlepp's on the down low right now because of David Bazooka's bullshit. Or whatever the fuck his last name is.
Ugh.
Dude, the frickin'... Dude. Saying your dad is the owner of Roblox is now an insult.
Oh.
Sorry, but Dave Bazooki's an idiot.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah.
I found it. I found the short in question, and I just sent it to the chat. So whenever you want to play it, it's there.
All right, I'll play it after the Atosi video's done.
That is one big pile of shit.
Which reminds me, I need to resubscribe to him because my YouTube unsubscribed me from a bunch of people.
Ugh.
His videos still pop up on my feed, but I just keep forgetting to resubscribe. But one person I won't be resubbing to is Internet Anarchist.
Really? What happened with Internet Anarchist?
Well, allegedly, he completely plagiarized the video. And until he's proven innocent, I'm just not watching any more of his stuff. And, I know that the video essay thing is not really original, but allegedly he completely copied someone else's video on James Corden.
I mean, it's easy for information to blur together when everybody has such a uniform opinion, too.
True. Just the plagiarism, I take that very seriously. Which is ironic considering how most of my Chris Hansen videos copy yours, but at least I credit you.
Yeah. I mean, there is that.
So it's only like partly plagiarism. Or whatever you want to call it. Okay, we are 35 minutes in.
Anyways.
Wait. No, we're 35 minutes in. We should probably keep going before I keep rambling.
Things get so bad that I wouldn't be surprised if you would be arrested by the time this video gets released. Yeah, unfortunately that aged a little bit too well, but little did I know that I would be named in the police report as the way the police found out about this incident. Now, this would have been seen regardless, because it's not like I'm the only commentary channel that would talk about this, but for this situation, I guess I was just the first to cover it, as I was simply stunned at how stupid a streamer could possibly be. And obviously, this was going to end badly. But my understanding is he acted this way to gain as many viewers as possible so he could then sit and gamble on stream. Because often the way these gambling contracts work is they get paid per 1,000 people sit and watch them gamble. So the scheme is pretty simple. Do a whole bunch of crazy stuff for attention, and then do it for long enough to capture a large viewer base. Then, suddenly out of nowhere, go back to your hotel room and switch to gambling, which he did. So that's my theory.
You know what that sounds like to me? Extremely fucking boring. Literally, boring. Like, I would actually rather sit and watch golf on television levels of boring.
Didn't Rice Gum get canceled for promoting gambling to a younger audience, and then he tried to bribe his audience, like, leaving it alone by sending out expired Amazon gift cards?
Rice Gum had that. Aiden Ross does that. Gambling on stream. Jack Doherty's done that.
And there's that one guy whose editor forgot to blur out the link, and YouTube banned him for it. Because apparently YouTube has a weird rule where you can show it, but you can't show any URL links to it. And if you show it in the URL link, if you show a URL link to it in the video, that's grounds for termination, apparently. I don't know. It was in a video. I think it was in a Pexto video. Like, YouTubers are ruining their career with one video.
I don't know. YouTube is so fast and loose with its terms of service right now.
Supposedly, the CEO is still going forward with the AI moderation despite the massive backlash.
Yeah. And considering how, like, it feels like more than half of the content you find on YouTube is uses either an AI-generated voice or is AI-generated video content to some degree. Plus, he's trying to kiss up to Hollywood, which makes no fucking sense at all because Hollywood's so outdated and it's collapsing under its own hubris. But no, apparently YouTube's supposed to be hosting the Academy Awards starting in 2029. Which, does anybody with an IQ above 60 even watch the Oscars? Because I don't.
Not since the slap heard around the world. I know you remember that.
Dude, I made an edit of that video and I never posted it. I should redo it again as a short. But a while back, like, when it happened, I did a video edit where, like, the moment Will Smith's palm connects with Chris Rock's face, it does the GTA 5 wasted thing. And I never posted it.
I heard one where one where as soon as the hand made contact, it made a squeaky noise.
I've seen that one.
Or the one where Chris goes back like a rag doll.
I've seen that one too.
Wasn't the fish played by Will Smith in Shark Tale named Oscar?
I think so.
Oscar slapped Marty.
Oh.
And Marty took it like a fucking champ.
No, you know what I should do? I should take one where it's the second Will Smith's palm connects with Chris Rock's face. It's the nuke going off in Modern Warfare.
Are you talking about from the campaign where supposedly later in the series it was revealed that Makarov was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it wasn't until Modern Warfare 2 or so where if you got a 25 kill streak, you could like drop a nuke and end the match. And that's still a thing in Call of Duty to this day, where if you get a certain kill streak, you can drop a nuke and end the match.
Hey, if it ain't broke.
Only to make half the gaming community hate you, but like imagine working hard all day trying to come home to level up in Call of Duty, and some jerk off uses a nuke. Like there was this video where someone used a bunch of kill streaks to get the frickin' like they used the grenade launcher at the beginning to get the first few kills, and they used the kill streak from it to drop a frickin' missile, which got the streak they needed, and then the frickin' one after that to get the more kills they needed, and they just dropped the bomb, and all in all, the match was over in less than 30 seconds. There was no modding or cheating.
Oof.
Just pure 2009 Modern Warfare 2 skill.
Huh.
Alright, I think that's enough rambling.
Theory on Vitaly's antics, but he only had one problem. He's no longer in America. He was in the Philippines, a place that's a whole lot more punishing when you break the law than what LA is. But real quick, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Cooper, because if there's one time of the year people accidentally waste a little bit too much money, it would be Christmas. Because every holiday season, shoppers miss out on billions in savings just because they didn't use discount codes that are already out there. The issue is, most people don't know where to find them, and nobody really wants to sit around digging through sketchy coupon sites while, they're panic buying their gifts on December 23rd. And yeah, you do have that one app from back in the day that's still stuck dealing with lawsuits. Plus, a whole lot of people still have PTSD from that company when they got caught replacing creators as referral codes just for checking for coupons. So thankfully, there's an honest competitor by the name of Cooper, a coupon extension that actually checks for coupon codes instead of just replacing a referral code. TLDR, it doesn't steal from your favorite creators during the biggest shopping month of the year. But Cooper is a free browser extension that automatically finds, tests, and applies the best coupon codes at checkout. And it gives you cash back when you shop through partnered stores. Basically, it gives you the option to save some money while you're spending money, which is pretty clutch during the holidays. And Cooper also has a savings guarantee for eligible orders, where if they can't find a discount with certain websites, you'll still get some cash backs. So overall, Cooper saves you money in 3 different ways. It searches hundreds of thousands of sites for deals, it tests coupons for over 3 million retailers to make sure you're getting the lowest price. And it gives you cash back that you can withdraw to your bank or your PayPal. So if that sounds interesting, you can join millions of people that already use Cooper by clicking the link in the top description down below and adding it to your browser, so you can save a little bit of extra money this holiday season. But without further ado, let's continue the video. Because it wasn't like Vitaly was arrested immediately. The next day, Vitaly was walking around Makati, and a creator by the name of Eric, who goes by Unlocked Philippines on YouTube, decided to confront him outside of a place called Shooter's Bar.
There's a content creator named Tozi.
No, I don't know who that is.
He just did a video on you 5 hours ago.
Saying what?
Saying that you were harassing people here in the Philippines.
Yeah, and what about me donating over $20,000 in the last 2 days?
Right, and as a content creator, that stuff kind of goes under...
No, it doesn't, because my editors are working on it, and I'm going to release the truth.
I'm saying when it happens, people don't broadcast that as much.
Yeah, but I don't get... For me, when you know what I mean, then I'm back on top. For me, when people talk shit, that's how I know I'm doing the right thing, because people want to bring me down when you're up.
And this response almost surprised me, because Vitaly had been a full-time creator for something like 15 years, and he doesn't understand that people started talking about him here because he did something so stupid it could only land him in jail. But instead of fleeing the country like Sam Pepper recently did when he live-streamed himself committing a crime in India, Vitaly, I guess, was too stubborn and arrogant to think that his actions actually had consequences. So I guess Vitaly didn't see a problem with what he just did on stream.
Wait. So who is this creator, Chad?
Tozi, but he's...
Tozi, he's like 1,000 subscribers?
No. He's got like 1 million or so. He's not talking shit, bro. He's just... It's what people show him what's going on here in the Philippines.
Okay.
Right, so like... what?
There's Facebook videos of me. There's Facebook videos.
No, it's not videos. It was off of your stream, brother.
Yeah, but you watched the whole VOD.
I'm going to shake your hand right here. I'm going to tell you right now.
What?
I'm not here to talk...
Okay, so Vitali's entire argument here is because he gave money to some, he's allowed to treat others awfully, and then farm them for his own content without consent. But things escalate when he calls them out directly for harassing strangers on the street.
Yeah, I'm going to tell your viewers that you guys are better than this. You don't have to watch people f***ing with others and putting them down. You need to lift people up for a living.
And what do? You haven't watched my
I have watched your streams.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too. Let's go.
Good one. Stay safe.
Don't touch me before I knock you out.
You're not going to knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not going to knock me out.
Yo, back off.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
He then gets walked out on the street by Eric, and he just keeps asking.
Oh.
Straight up, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. All of Vitali's muscles come from supplements, which, by the way, does not actually make you stronger in the long run. It also does not make you a compatible fighter. This guy looks like he actually could hold his own in a bar.
Yeah.
Eric actually does look like he could hold his own.
Yeah.
All that muscle Vitali had when he did this stream, that was from TRT, that was from steroids. So, yeah, he may look strong and he may be able to lift heavy, but dude, it would be, I don't know if Eric has any formal martial arts training, but I would imagine it would be like fighting. I would imagine Eric versus Vitali. It would be like Eric is Little Mac and Vitali is Glass Joe.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I just saw something that pissed me off, but let's just move on.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
He then gets walked out on the street by Eric, and he just keeps asking his chat if he should go fight Eric. I guess because his ego was hurt because he was called out for being a scumbag to everyday people on the street for his content. But he scoffs this off and goes back to his hotel. And then, I guess he thinks all this is behind him. But the next day comes around and he gets arrested. And this is the moment where it seems like Vitali's entire trajectory of his life changes. Because suddenly, it was globally announced that charges were filed against Vitali in the Philippines. So here we have criminal charges filed against YouTuber Vitali Zorovisky over viral BGC content. The Taguig City Police Station has taken swift and decisive action in response to viral video involving a Russian-American YouTuber Vitali, who is now facing multiple criminal complaints following an incident in Bonifacio Global City that drew widespread public outrage. Authorities immediately launched an investigation after receiving reports from local residents and a security personnel who were allegedly harassed by the foreign content creator. Police gathered statements, reviewed footage from the viral video, and filed formal complaints before the city's prosecutor's office on April 3rd, 2025. They also coordinated with hotel management and local establishments in the area to secure evidence and ensure accountability. The incident stemmed from a video posted on April 1st, 2025 by the YouTube channel Atozi, titled "Scumbag IRL Streamer Destroys His Life in the Philippines Live." That title aged incredibly well, unfortunately. The video, which received over 600,000 views, shows Vitali aggressively approaching and filming people in the street of Taguig. Vitali, 32, was reportedly staying in a hotel in Fort Bonifacio during the stay. On around March 31st, around 11 a.m., he was seen walking along Bonifacio High Street where the incident took place. He was caught on video confronting several individuals while live streaming content for social media. The complaints filed against him include causing trouble and harassment in public, creating a scene, stealing a personal item, and attempting to take something that didn't belong to him. According to reports, those affected include security guards and workers in the area. One guard said Zorodivsky forcefully pulled his ID back from his neck. Another worker said the YouTuber took his hat without permission, while a third, also a security personnel, claimed the foreigner tried to grab his service firearm. That's an extremely serious charge, if he actually gets charged with that. To my knowledge, while Secretary Romola has mentioned this, and a bunch of media has mentioned this, I haven't seen the formal charge charge of him trying to grab someone's service firearm. But recognizing the suspect's foreign nationality, the Taguig police also coordinated with the Bureau of Immigration to determine possible violations of immigration law. A formal request has been sent to BI for updates on the YouTuber's current status for guidance on further action. Taguig authorities have issued a strong reminder to all visitors and online content creators to respect local laws, warning that actions meant to harass or humiliate people, whether on camera or not, can have serious consequences. The Taguig City Police Station assured the public that they are continued to monitoring the case and are committed to protecting residents from similar incidents in the future. So obviously, I'm kind of sitting here like, well, we didn't do this on purpose. I'm just sitting here making videos, man. Like, if someone does something incredibly recklessly stupid on stream, I'm gonna talk about it. But then we see Vitaly booked, and he's still goofing around.
You have the right to explain it. Exposed. 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 Exposed.
Bruh.
I had to play it at some point. I've been itching to play it for like half the damn video so far.
Just picture you doing your little exposed dance.
Me dance.
You are exposed.
Dude, when I try to dance, it's like when Elaine dances in Seinfeld. It's more like a full body dry heave set to music.
Seriously? Dude, seriously?
Yes.
My God.
Oh.
Gonna get punched.
Do what?
I said someone's gonna get punched.
I do love the name of this channel, Johnny So Smally.
Dude. That's lit.
Anything you say can be used against you in any court of law. Sure. Right?
It took Vitaly a surprisingly amount of time to just lock in, because I'm assuming he thought the same thing was going to happen here as happened in Egypt, where he was caught, he was detained, he sat like maybe a week in jail, and then he was just returned home. But I'm assuming he quickly found out that this was not going to be the case, because then you had some photo posted of him in some like online Zoom proceedings, and clearly he's not having a good time. Then shortly after, he's perp walked out on national TV for everyone to see him, as Secretary Ramula tells the world that they're going to punish him to the fullest extent of the law. And Vitaly is still, for some reason, goofing around. But at the end of the conference, he asked if he could speak, and that's when he was immediately denied. And it feels like that was the first time he had the uh-oh realization. But then there was silence until about the 14th of April, when the president of the country you committed crimes in is reacting to the crimes. You are not in for a good time. You may be asking, why is all this happening? Well, so Vitaly has accidentally positioned himself as a little bit of a geopolitical pawn. I am no geopolitical channel, so I'm going to keep this extremely surface level because I don't enjoy speaking outside of my expertise and lane. But my understanding is the popularity and trust of the current Philippine government has been mixed and declining. So you have that, and then you have the overwhelming majority of the Filipinos who saw what Vitaly did in their country. They think what he did is completely unacceptable. Therefore, being very public about this behavior is not acceptable in the Philippines and will be punished to the full extent of the law is a very easy public approval win. Because this shows they're standing up for the people. And by doing this, they sent him to jail. Specifically, the Bureau of Immigration at Camp Bagog, Diwa, and Taguig.
And honestly, very based. Based Philippines.
You know, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Yes.
Very much so.
We should start making examples of these IRL nuisance streamers, with Vitaly and Johnny Somali being just the starting point.
What about Jack Cowardy?
Him too. We need actually need to start making examples out of Jack Epstein.
Dude.
Because that's what, that, I can't remember if it's JD DeLay or Johnny Bravo that started calling him that.
Yeah.
It was one of the two. I'm leaning towards it being John Bravo that started calling him Jack Epstein.
I'm just gonna say it again. Epstein has a punchable face. It's Jack.
I mean...
Like, social media has made a lot of you comfortable with running your mouth and not getting punched in the mouth for it.
Mm-hmm. Mike Tyson. To quote...
Should I have said that with... Should I have said that with a lisp? Or?
Yeah, to quote Mike Tyson. Social media has made most of you comfortable with talking shit and not getting punched for it.
I don't know if that's offensive or if he would find it I don't know if that's offensive or if he'd find it amusing.
I mean, I wouldn't do it to his face. Because I would like to keep both of my ears.
Okay, too far.
Moving on.
He gave it back, though. He gave it back, though.
Yeah. Oh. Moving on.
Here we have some early images of him there. But a few months in, we get an update photo, and he's looking rough. Because if you know anything about these jails, you never want to be there. You never want to serve any time inside a jail like that. Which is why you do not, under any circumstances, ever go to the Philippines and commit crimes. Especially while live streaming yourself doing so. So 2.5 months after he was thrown into the first jail, he was transferred to the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. And once he got there, he was able to post bail, but was immediately detained again and transferred back to the BI facility at Camp Bangong Diwa because he's still under deportation/detention order as an undesirable alien. So the bail covered his ongoing criminal case, but not his immigration status. And from there, it was silence until rumors went around that his mother was scammed, which is extremely unfortunate if those rumors are true, as Vitaly is the one who acted like a moron here, so his family shouldn't be punished for that. But then we heard nothing from Vitaly in roughly 5 months until now. First, you had this image posted on Facebook of the jail that he's showing a man who looks like Vitaly seemingly being baptized. Then, suddenly, you have another rumor claiming that Vitaly was set free and was seen at the airport. And from what I can tell, I mean, that's not true. Then you have another rumor claiming that he joined a powerful cult in jail. And honestly, there is no way to verify that, but what I did want to know, though, is what the Filipino population actually thought about Vitaly. And did they even know who he was, and do they still care? But it's safe to say I ran into a whole bunch of problems trying to get that content for you guys. Obviously, I'm not gonna run up and shove a camera in people's face. And the way I did so was asking, hey, excuse me, do you know who the live streamer Vitaly is? Then if they did, I asked them what they thought of him, and then asked if I could ask this question on camera. For the most part, people over the age of 40 did not know who he was. For those who looked under 40, I would say about half of them knew who he was. Everyone I asked who knew of him said they did not like him because they think what he did was unacceptable. When I asked if I could interview them quickly, almost everyone declined in a very polite way. I did get a few interviews, but for the most part, nobody really wanted to be on camera. And I completely understand why. But in my short time in the Philippines, I had so many amazing interactions with people, to the point where I got so many random good mornings by people as I was passing. I had a very pleasant time there. But here are the few interviews I have.
Yeah, excuse me, guys. Do any of you guys know who Vitaly is?
Sorry?
Do any of you guys know who Vitaly is?
No.
No? Vitaly? No?
No.
Alright, okay. Sorry.
From me, personally, I think he's kind of,
Yeah.
what he did. I saw the video and I was literally fuming through my phone, so it was really disrespectful to our culture, to my culture, basically.
Yeah.
I say give him the maximum punishment for him to be an example, just like what happened to Johnny in South Korea.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I knew him like a long time ago. Dude was pretty much online. So when I heard that he came over here, I knew he was up to no good. And after hearing about what happened to him, regarding his incarceration, I know he's in jail now. I think he should receive the maximum sentence. But what I do notice is a lot of people here pretty much forgot what happened here, and some people do know. I guess if they followed you, they would still know about it.
Yeah.
But pretty much like a lot of people here have just forgotten about it. Usually cases like this tend to drag for months, years. So I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't hear about like his case this week or the next month. So yeah, the justice system works really slow here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've heard people saying that's going to take 2 years just to get him in court.
Yeah, probably minimum, I would say.
So far, I would probably say that 60 to 70% do not know who he is. A majority of the elder generation have no clue. For the younger generation, the overall sentiment is about a 50-50, we don't care anymore, and give him the max sentence. And essentially everyone who wanted to come on camera, which are, as of recording right now, only 2 people out of the 20-something people that I've asked, both of those people were like, give him the max sentence.
So I was there for a little over 12 hours.
And those people are exceptionally based. Just gonna put it out there, based Philippines.
Very based.
And the thing is, I personally work with there's some people who are from the Philippines at where I work, who are some of the nicest, most chill people you could ever meet. Like, why would you even consider making them unwitting, making the Filipino people unwitting pawns in your content game? Unless you have like zero empathy, or you're just that stupid.
Some people really are that dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hours, and a lot of that time got cut because it started pouring and raining. So suddenly nobody was walking around for me to interview for a while.
I had to take a break from walking around filming earlier because of rain, and the rain is back. I'm definitely feeling the 23 hours of travel right now. I am exhausted. I'm on basically no sleep. Oh, this is bad. Oh, why did I literally brought a rain jacket. What is wrong with me? Why would I not just like bring the rain jacket?
But now I'm home again with the conclusion that it's very easy to travel to the Philippines, be respectful, and enjoy your time there. So, honestly, massive skill issue on Vitali's part for literally thinking he was the main character and I guess was entitled to humiliate and harass strangers on the street without their permission for his own content. You just don't do that in general, but especially not in a country that's extremely tough on crime. And then you have a lot of people asking about Sly Kane, his cameraman during all of this. At one point, there were reports saying that he was wanted for questioning. Then suddenly you had articles claiming he was charged. But he has been streaming, and right after all this happened, he did briefly address this on stream.
Don't believe whatever y'all see in social media, especially, these YouTubers who claim to have like high credit and know everything that they're doing, but are actually spreading fake news.
So, I mean, it doesn't seem like he's taking this too seriously. As of right now, he's still streaming in the Philippines, so it's unsure if he'll actually get any repercussions for Vitali's actions. At the end of the day, it was Vitali doing all this. It's not like he told him to do it in any way, but still, unfortunately, he was an accomplice because Vitali, most likely, was paying him very well. So I did talk to a Filipino attorney there, and he said that this is apparently normal, because being charged doesn't automatically result in a warrant for your arrest. It still needs to reach the court for the warrant of arrest to actually be issued. And as we know Vitali is finding out, that can take some time. If I was to make any guesses here, he'll probably get called in to testify when Vitali finally goes to trial. But that can easily take another 6 to 18 months for the trial to even begin. So as of right now, Vitali is just a sad reminder that you really do not want to become one of these quote-unquote quote-unquote nuisance streamers. And that is all we currently know about Vitaly. So drop a like on this video if you want me to go back and cover the trial itself, subscribe if you're new, and Merry Christmas to everyone watching, and thank you guys for a wonderful year. Because the support you guys have been showing me recently has just been unreal, and I really, really appreciate all of you guys. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Alrighty. Whew. So, I hope he does get the maximum sentence. I hope the Filipino government throws. Yeah, I hope the Filipino government throws the damn book at him.
In more ways than one, both figuratively and literal, like they just throw a book at him in the head with it. Like that one moment from Fairly Odd Parents. Throw the book at him, like this!
Make it a hardcover copy of the King James Bible.
Yeah, because he needs Jesus.
Really does. Whew. Oh.
Jeez. Anyway, what about that Call of Duty short?
Oh, yes, that's right. Alright, let's... Before I forget about this again... Oh!
Gotcha, bitch!
That karambit knife hits me every time.
Give me that shit, nigga! What the fuck you doing here, nigga? Give me that shit, nigga!
Oh! They wouldn't show that in today's Call of Duty.
Do what? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The sawing the neck out with the frickin' knife.
Well, yeah, because don't you know, video games aren't made for guys anymore.
They're made for girls, squeamish girls.
Yeah, girls who don't even play games, or if they do, it's shit like What Remains of Edith Finch or Gone Home.
Yep.
Giants. Fight! You picked the wrong house, fool! Wait! I got you, homie! What the Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Give me that shit! Get this shit off me!
Okay,
I don't care, that's funny.
Okay, that last one, it should have, instead of, when he exploded, it shouldn't have been that echoing fuck sound effect. It should have been the toasty from Mortal Kombat.
Right. I always lose to that when he punches Hudson and there's that slippery sound effect going into the TVs.
Right? Like, what in the Scooby-Doo is going on over here?
But dude, seriously, the stabbing to Sylvia in the back with the karate knife, that has stuck with me for the last 15 years.
Whew. So,
dude, there's no coming back from that blade going in your neck.
No. So,
or any blade going in the back of your neck.
Right. Let's now jump back to
anyway.
We haven't had Donut on the channel in a while, so oh boy, we got a doozy of a title here. I haven't actually watched the video yet. Cop takes shotgun blast to the face.
In the face!
Bruh.
In the face!
I had to do it.
Bruh.
Dude. Oh my god.
So midnight. I got the perp with the shotgun inside the house right now. Yo, are you coming out? Are you coming out or no? Let me see your hands. I'm hit.
Hi everyone, Donut here. We got a
How fuck are you still standing?
Wait, is that the cop that got shot in the face?
Yeah, that was his body cam we were looking at with that last one.
So the body cam is the guy who got shot with the shotgun.
I'm hit.
Hi. He is still fucking standing.
After taking a shotgun blast to the fucking face.
This guy is living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Oh!
I'm sorry, but the way he said I'm hit, that doesn't sound like someone just took a shotgun blast to the face.
Right?
Hi everyone, Donut
I'm
here.
sorry,
We got a
but
heck
if
of a
someone
vid-
took a shotgun blast to the face, I imagine it's sounding something like...
Right?
I'm hit.
Hi everyone, Donut here. We got a heck of a video for you again today. A bunch of butt puckering going on. This one's going to end with one of the most terrifying officer-involved shootings we've seen. We're talking about a suspect with a shotgun. A shotgun fired down a narrow apartment hallway at point-blank distance. This is not a video game where the pellets magically spread into nothing. As the legend Clint Smith once said,
"Pistols put holes in people. Rifles put holes through people. Shotguns at the right range with the right load will physically remove a chunk of shit off your opponent and throw that shit on the floor."
Before we get into that...
Bro! I love this guy already.
I thought we already seen Donut Operator before.
We've seen Donut, but we didn't... This is a new video.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta hear that. This guy must have been in like in the either like Special Forces or the Marine Corps, because dude, that is one of the most hardcore fucking things I've ever. That's one of the most hardcore descriptions of ballistics I've ever heard in my life.
Certified bra moment.
Right.
Smith once said,
"Pistols put holes in people. Rifles put holes through people. Shotguns at the right range with the right load will physically remove a chunk of shit off your opponent and throw that shit on the floor."
Dude, that voice, that's a drill sergeant voice.
Yeah.
That is a Marine Corps drill voice.
Before we get into that absolute nightmare of a scenario for any police officer, we got a couple of other incidents I wanted to talk about. A warm-up to that absolute freaking chaos. So buckle up. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Our sponsor for the video is ExpressVPN. You guys probably know what a VPN is by now, virtual private network. But if you don't, let me explain it real quick. Basically, everyone can see what you're doing on the internet. ExpressVPN can keep people from seeing what you do on the internet. Basically, they take all of your internet traffic and they route it through secure servers so no one can see it. ExpressVPN is useful for many things, including protecting you while you're using Wi-Fi anywhere. If you're in a coffee shop, your data is going to be flying through the air if you connect to their Wi-Fi. ExpressVPN keeps bad guys and hackers from seeing your information. My favorite part about it, though, is I can watch shows and movies from other places in the world that the United States doesn't have. For instance, you can connect to Netflix over in the UK and get different shows. Let's say I want to watch shows that are exclusive to Netflix in Germany. Boop. And boop, look at that. I'm a nerd, so I watch a lot of anime. It's very useful for that. Not only does ExpressVPN protect your information and allow you to watch shows from all over the world, their speeds are the fastest out of any other VPN provider. 24/7 customer service. You can connect up to 8 devices with one subscription. Yes, you can use ExpressVPN on your phone too. Right now, you can get an extra 4 months free by clicking the link in the description below. Click that link below or go to expressvpn.com/donutoperator to get those 4 months free. That's expressvpn.com/donutoperator.
All right, we're going to start this video off with something a little lighter where no one has a shotgun. They do have a baby stroller though. What had happened was an officer walks up to a woman inside of a CVS who's pushing a stroller around. He asks her a very normal question. I assume the employees had called 911 and said, hey, there's a lady in here acting a little bit suspicious. So the officer walks up and asks her a completely normal question. Hey, is your baby in there? And she freezes like a raccoon caught in a flashlight.
Hi. Hi. What are you putting in your stroller?
Nothing.
Yeah? You want to lift it? Is that a baby in there?
No.
Just no explanation, no confusion, just that super guilty face. All right, already kind of a funny run-in. So officers follow up with the obvious question.
So what's in there?
Stuff, that's it. Well, there's a blanket covering the stuff, so the officer lifts it up to see what's underneath there. It is a mountain of stolen products. The woman robbed the entire hygiene aisle and shoved it in a fake baby cave. And the second he lifts the sheet, she immediately blurts out,
I did this with my sister. She's in the car.
"Zero loyalty. This woman is a canary. She is singing. Folded in 0.3 seconds. Didn't even try to lie better." Officer tells her to turn around. She doesn't resist. She actually does turn around because after the world's worst alibi, the handcuffs are incoming. Dirty snitch. And then the officer, being a king, says,
I'll get your sister too, because she's probably in that handicap parking spot.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I know.
So they're stealing and abusing the handicap parking space. Peak scumbag behavior. She tries to argue, then the officer hits her with some of this.
I had to.
You don't have to do anything.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't. So you need to steal moisturize and conditioner, right? You need to steal perfume, right? Or detox shampoo, right? You need to steal shampoo, right? And ovulation strips.
Okay, sir.
And now she gets loud, starts demanding a supervisor. Because apparently people who steal shit think that supervisors are just magical fairy judges who show up and say, all right, you're free to go. If you guys don't watch my stream or Donut Operator TV, there's a couple of more. As per the case law, Florida versus home base, if you pulled into your own driveway, you can't be arrested. You also can't be arrested if you're on your way home from work. You cannot be arrested if you are pregnant. Also can't be arrested if you're an Uber driver. Can't be arrested if mom and or, well, not dad, because they never have dads. If mom's on scene. There's a couple more. You might have to watch Donut Operator TV to see them. Anyways, calling for a supervisor.
By the way, those are probably not actual laws, and Donut's just being a facetious turd like usual.
Dude.
Just put that out there, because there are stupid people who will probably take that at face value and not see the obvious sarcasm in his voice.
Wait, what?
I said I just had to put that out there because there probably are an onslaught of stupid people who will not hear the obvious sarcasm in his voice.
Yeah.
It never really works. It never has. It never will. You're not going to be unarrested. So the officer escorts our CVS bandit out, and she screeches.
I didn't do nothing. Sir, I want a supervisor.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
Okay, so we have the I didn't do nothing. I think I can't breathe comes next. Anyways, I didn't do nothing is such an insane thing to yell. Immediately after confessing to...
What?
Did he just say that?
The I think I can't breathe
say...
comes next?
Yeah.
Yes, that he literal Donut just said that.
God damn it, dude.
Because that is one of the go-to lines now. I can't breathe. Even though it's already been proven multiple times that George Floyd did not die of asphyxiation. He died from too much shit in his system. If he had been left in the car, or even if the cops hadn't approached him, he would have died anyway because he had enough fentanyl in his system to kill a rhino.
And I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Rest in peace, George Floyd. He wasn't a hero.
So
I'm not one to speak ill of the dead, and I'm not gonna bash his name because I'm not like that. But I'm sorry, but George Floyd wasn't a hero.
Yeah, go ahead. So I didn't do nothing.
Sorry, what?
I love the line I didn't do nothing. It's a double negative that creates a positive.
Good God. Hey man, I didn't do nothing.
Translation.
Get your mouth out of the goddamn trash.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing translates to I did something.
It's literally a self-admission of guilt.
Yep.
I'm not sorry. Get out of the trash, dude. Anyone want a pit bull?
No,
I'm just kidding. He's my best friend. He ain't going nowhere. Dude, quit putting shit in your mouth. That's not. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I already have a toddler. If you want to consider 4 a toddler who sticks shit in her mouth, I don't need a dog doing the same thing. No, seriously, Bella is 4 and she still picks up random stuff off the floor and puts it in her mouth. Welcome to being a parent.
Yep.
I love her, but damn. About 75% of being a parent is keeping them from offing themselves. I got nothing. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Stealing all this shit and then blaming your sister, who is, I guess, the getaway driver. But now we get the bonus round. The officer walks over to the sister, the getaway driver, you might say, who is sitting in the handicapped parking spot. He tells her to get out of the car, and boy, he is not happy. The moment that she steps out of the car, he starts going in on her too. Straight dad talking them.
Sit down. 229, clear traffic. You're going to jail, okay? At a minimum for obstruction. You don't pull away from the police.
I didn't pull away from you. You're pulling on me. You snatched me.
And your car smells like, so we're going to search that, and you're parked here, okay? And you're not handicapped.
But sir,
That's not how you use a decal for handicap now, is it?
Guess what the weed smell means? That's right, it is search time. And surprise, surprise, she's using a handicap placard illegally. If you're driving the car and you're not the disabled person who the handicap placard belongs to, especially if you're parking in a handicap spot, you can't do that. Meanwhile, the first woman who got caught with a stroller is screaming like a banshee, screaming like a child who was told that they can't have that piece of candy at the checkout. The officer calmly explains why she's going to jail, and she screams louder, as if the volume of her screeching is going to undo the theft she just committed on camera and then admitted to. So yeah, just a silly little story about 2 adults who made very poor decisions that day. Is it illegal to stuff an entire dinner and snacks and dessert into a stroller, then push it into the movie theater, then watch a movie? Anyways, on to our next story.
I mean, when I worked for a major theater chain in Springfield, I won't name it for legal reasons. There was the amount of times that people actually smuggled in fast food bags with drinks into the auditorium.
Bruh.
There was one time, I shit you not, I forget which movie it was for, somebody smuggled in a whole ass Domino's pizza box.
What the hell?
That actually happened.
Just what the hell? What the hell?
Now, to my knowledge, I never saw that happen with the theater that I worked at down here in Cape Girardeau, because when I started working there, they already had a full restaurant. They were beginning to add to the concession area for restaurant food.
Ah!
You all right?
No pity missile.
And about 2 months into me working there, the restaurant, the kitchen area that made the restaurant food was fully open for business.
Yeah, when I went and saw Godzilla vs. Kong, they had like flatbread pizzas. You stay out of the fucking trash. Don't growl at me. Don't bite my blanket either, you asshole.
So your dog is basically Snots from Christmas Vacation.
To a fucking T. To a motherfucking T.
Whew. So,
The next video that we're going to watch is not funny. It's pretty important. Pretty fucking scary, actually. Because this is exactly how officers can be seriously injured or hurt. Let's head on over to Duluth, Minnesota. An officer initiates a traffic stop and steps out of his vehicle like he's done 1,000 times before. And then out of nowhere, he gets clipped by a passing vehicle.
Good job, dipshit. Oh!
You can hear it, you can see it, it damn near takes his arm off. His arm is smashed. The camera cuts, and then we jump to dash cam.
Pete, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Bro! The sheer unmitigated gall.
You fucking start with that shit with me, right, you motherfucker. You want to fight? Well, fucking fight. Knock it off.
Relax, everyone. It's not Hassan 2.0 here.
Yeah, he abuses me. I don't abuse him. He abuses me. Stop. Would y'all judge me if I smacked him with a notebook? Stop it. I'll do it. Oh, who am I kidding? He won't feel it. He's so boneheaded. And I don't hit my dog, but sometimes he makes me want to. I love him, but he makes me want to hit him sometimes. I'm not gonna, but it's still there.
But dude, the sheer audacity to drive that close to a cop.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And there's a cruiser not even 50 feet behind him that saw the entire incident. So now you're catching a charge.
Yeah, nice going, Dingaling.
Jesus.
Stop.
Holy shit.
Stop it, you little asshole.
Well, the vehicle that hits him keeps driving. Now, here's another angle of the incident. From above, you can clearly see the officer stepping out of his vehicle, lights on, fully visible. The driver comes up from behind the patrol car, doesn't give him space, even though he had plenty of time, almost wrecks into the back of his patrol car. Another Duluth officer was in the area and immediately stopped the driver who hit Hudson. Muskin said the motorist was arrested for criminal vehicular operation resulting in injury, DWI, and possession of a controlled substance.
Fentanyl! So not only was this retard operating a vehicle while intoxicated, he had fentanyl in his car.
Motherfucker, I've had it with you.
He's either talking to his dog or he's speaking for the entire country when it comes to fentanyl.
Yes. This dog is supposed to help my stress, not make me want a fucking cigarette.
Oof.
Like, Jesus Christ. You little bastard. That's it. Come on. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. I kick him out. The first thing I hear is my dad saying, "What'd you do now, dog?" It's like when dealing with Bella or Grayson's tantrums. I'm trying to calm them down peacefully while having the urge to throw them out the fucking window. Be glad you're not a parent, sir. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And try doing it by yourself for 8 hours a day.
Ugh.
Or at least 2 out of 3 days out of the week.
Ugh.
2 3 days out of the week, 8-hour days.
Fent. So it was a high and or drunk retard. Either way, driver, dumbass. If an officer pulls you over for failure to get over, they're gonna f you with every ticket in the book because this is how cops get killed all the time. So please, move over. Thankfully, somehow the cop in the video that we just watched was not seriously injured. And let's end the video with a shooting. A gnarly shooting that should scare the shit out of any officer. This one is nightmare fuel. Brooklyn, New York, November 17th, 2025. Speaking of New York, did you just see there's a new fire commissioner who's never been a firefighter? But hey, at least she's gay. So the shotgun video we're gonna talk.
Because that's what fucking matters.
Good God, dude.
After all, it's not like we didn't just have a major wildfire that burned down Christ knows how much of Los Angeles with a lesbian fire chief.
You don't have to repeat that last part.
I said it's not like we didn't just witness Christ knows how much of Los Angeles being burned down completely with a black lesbian, or not a black lesbian, bleh, with a lesbian fire chief.
How the fuck does that matter?
Exactly. Fucking DEI. By the way, the fire chief was not black. I can't remember if she was Hispanic or not. It's California, so she probably was. But that happened like a fucking year ago, and I've slept since then.
Yeah.
And so much stupid bullshit has come around over the past year that it's honestly hard to keep track of it all. After a while, just all the bullshit just kind of piles up together into one big gigantic heaping mountain.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, what?
I said so much bullshit has happened that eventually it just, in the last year, as far as the news goes, that eventually it just all starts to pile together into one big heaping mountain of bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid. We live in a society.
Yeah. New York also just elected their first Muslim mayor because they remembered nothing about 9/11. Oh, and he's a communist. So get ready for New York City to become an even bigger shithole than it already is.
I'm sorry, why?
Because New York is full of retards who are so up their own asses that if they broke wind, they'd decapitate themselves.
How's the inside your colon smell? Because it seems pretty far up there.
Exactly.
Like, Jesus Christ, people.
About the gnarly shooting. This whole thing started hours before the officer-involved shooting we're going to cover. Just before 6 a.m., a man is shot and killed on Thomas Boyland Street. Boyland, holy shit, I think I got that right. Boyland, maybe? Epstein's Island? Thomas S. Boyland Street, Brooklyn. So some dude gets popped and killed. Neighbors wake up to 2 loud shotgun blasts. People don't know what's happening. It's early as shit. Everyone stays inside. Nobody knows where the shooter is. Police arrive and find the victim dead outside of a building. At this point, officers know exactly exactly what they need to do. Lock the scene down, preserve evidence, wait on crime scene investigations to arrive, and then try and figure out where this dude is. They don't realize the gunman is hiding in a nearby building. Inside the building, officers are positioned on the first floor, guarding evidence and keeping residents safe. Now fast forward to around 7:45 a.m. An officer is standing in the hallway briefly talking to a resident. They catch a glimpse of the suspect with the shotgun.
7:30 midnight. I got the perp with the shotgun inside the house right now.
Officers break the door down and continue going after him.
Travis, go on. No, put that. No, in the left. Put it, stay here. Put it down, man. Put it down.
One of the officers tells the other to flank the guy, go around, make sure he can't escape.
Stay here. Just come on. I got eyes on the door. Just go on the other side. 3 David midnight. It's the first floor, middle apartment. It's gonna be male black with a ski mask on, with the shotgun in his hand.
Now the horrifying thing is the officer doesn't realize that the suspect is closer than he thinks. The suspect opens the door right next to him holding a shotgun, feet away. Now of course, they both fire on each other.
Yo, are you coming out? Are you coming out or no? Let me see your hands.
Let's run that back in slow motion. This is one of those moments where milliseconds decide which one of you walk away, if either one of you do. The shotgun's already coming up before your brain can catch up on what to do. Despite being hit by the shotgun, the officer returns fire, striking the suspect several times. The suspect retreats back into the apartment. Additional units, of course, rush to the scene after they hear that an officer has been shot.
Yo, are you coming out? Are you coming out or no? Let me see your hands. I'm hit.
The injured officer is loaded up into...
Okay. For some reason, I don't know why, I was thinking this was the moment where he took the blast to the face.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We can't see this dude's balls, but they gotta be fucking huge.
Weigh a ton.
Those are Indiana Jones boulders.
Yeah, you ever see the guy at the frickin' Walt Disney thing where he decides to, basically he's running away from the boulder, but then it rolls over him?
No, I've never seen that.
Well, good thing it was allegedly paper mache.
This cop has got to be like Randy from the medicinal fried chicken episode of South Park.
Did you just say medicinal fried chicken?
Yes.
Bruh.
I forget the exact reason for it, but it was but apparently it was an episode where Randy tries to give himself cancer, and his balls end up swelling so much that he has to lug them around in a wheelbarrow.
What?
That's an episode of South Park.
What?
Yeah. Randy gets such bad testicular cancer that he has to walk around with his balls in a wheelbarrow.
Okay, to quote that one country motherfucker who always shows up on Facebook Reels, what in the actual...
Yep.
I'm gonna cut that out before he fully says it.
Right.
Just, ugh.
So, I thought at the beginning of this video that this was the moment when he takes that shot to the face. That takes on a different meaning out of context. that phrase.
What? Wait, what does?
That he takes a shot to the face.
Whoopsie. Wait, what the hell did I say?
I think you just said oopsie.
No, before that. You know what? Never mind. I don't care.
I was too busy laughing. I couldn't tell. Alrighty.
I'm hit! I'm hit!
The injured officer is loaded up into a patrol car and rushed to the hospital. Later, once the building is secured, specialized units clear the whole thing. That's when they discover the suspect deceased inside of the apartment, with his shotgun laying beside him. The officer survives after taking some birdshot to the face. Thank God it was birdshot. He's treated at the hospital and...
That's why he survived. If that had been double lot buck or a slug, he would have been gone.
It's like, you don't realize you gotta be specific with what kind of shotgun blast it was.
Well, I mean, the guy already managed to kill one person with that.
Good God.
Oh. Yeah, if it had been like double-aught buckshot, or if it had been like a steel slug, that would have been it.
Very.
Whew. It's like Donut said, thank God it was birdshot.
Sounds like Destination fucked.
Very much.
And released later that same day. He was bruised, injured, and scraped all to hell, but at least it wasn't buckshot or a slug. All right, what did we learn? Don't steal. Don't take handicap parking spaces. Move over for cops, and don't shoot at them with a shotgun. That's all I have for you fine people today. If you want to help support the channel, you got donutoperator.com, my second channel, Donut Operator TV, pepperbox.tv, or just follow me on any social media platform. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
All right. Whoo! Razor Fist has some things to say about the Minnesota Somalia daycare scandal.
Oh, brother.
The tip of the Scheissberg. This is going to be juicy. The first three, the front three rows at a Gallagher show, juicy.
What?
I said this is going to be juicy, like the front three rows in a Gallagher show.
Huh, interesting. Alright, I got a couple, I got like one or two more in me, then I gotta dip out.
Oh, it's okay. Let me see how many more we got. All right, so you'll be here for this one and Texas video on Avengers Doomsday. So we'll be good.
Yeah, and you can, and when I dip out, you can just go on without me.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. Do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I tried to stick around for the whole thing, but I just don't have it in me tonight. I got a lot of shit on my mind.
Hey, no worries, man. Some nights it do be like that.
At least I'm always around for the entire bottom of the bins.
Yep. Oh, which reminds me.
Let's see. I'm sorry, what?
Which reminds me, folks, not only are we going to be doing more bottom of the bin streams, we're also going to be on an alternating schedule where this week we're doing we're doing reaction, next week we're doing bottom of the bin, the week after that we'll be bringing back movie discussions as a live stream, and then we'll just repeat the cycle.
And the first movie we're talking about is we're going to be talking about Cloverfield around the time of its 18th anniversary.
Yeah, that'll be the movie discussion. I'm looking through
I'm nervous about the thumbnail.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But all right, let's see what El Fisto has to say.
Let's go.
Welcome to sunny Minnesota, where the daycares are empty and the abortionist is full. Once characterized by being a satellite campus for Canada, as typified by the phrase Minnesota polite.
And the abortion clinic.
Okay, let's just move on.
In Minnesota, where the daycares are empty and the abortionist is full. Once characterized by being a satellite campus for Canada, as typified by the phrase Minnesota polite. Today, it looks like the second act to Black Hawk Down. Over the past month, members of the Razor Force will recall us reporting a whistle being blown on a mass welfare fraud scam whose revenue, after passing through a winding knotwork of shells and shills, wound up in the hands of Al-Shabaab, a Somali Islamic terror organization fresh from the headlines after one of their number was sentenced to 2 concurrent life bids in federal pound-me-in-the-dumper penitentiary after he tried and failed to direct a 9/11 Netflix reboot, or as Tucker Carlson calls it, a Mossad false flag. But the flag...
God damn.
Dude!
Okay, let me get something clear. I am not a fan of Tucker Carlson by any means, but that was funny.
That was beautiful. I mean, especially since Tucker is one of the faux conservatives who is spearheading this the Jews are responsible for everything bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I call him Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the man is
or just Tucker Tarson, because his brain is just tar.
Tucker Tardson.
Or that works too.
Flags ain't looking so false this week, as No calls it a Mossad false flag. But the flags ain't looking so false this week, as no sooner had the Al-Shabaab link been uncovered than an in-depth investigation by YouTuber turned citizen journo Nick Shirley commendably went daycare to daycare, door to damn door in downtown Minneapolis, investigating a sprawling network of fraudulent Somali-run write-offs, pulling down millions in welfare funding annually.
These Somalians have taken billions of dollars out of our country. They have destroyed Minnesota, okay? That beautiful land, that beautiful state. It's a hellhole right now. And the Somalians should be out of here.
Based! Based, Trump, based! The basiest based that's ever basted.
Very based.
The only reason I muted Razor's theme song is because I don't know if it's copyright safe, and I don't want to take any fucking chances.
Fair enough.
Minneapolis, food, folks, and fatwa. Though perhaps now we should add a fourth F. Fraud! If you're not yet apprised of the story, allow me to furnish the cliff notes. Somali community opens daycares in Minnesota. Daycare applies for welfare assistance for said daycare, as it technically falls under the state's clearly over-subsidized healthcare system. Depending on everything from location to quantity of kids under their purview, they then rake in between hundreds of thousands and millions of taxpayer pesos. And best of all, not a single kid need ever enter the fucking premises. Nary an ass need be wiped, nor a single snotty nose staunched on site. Cut, print, welfare fraud.
What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
And this building here, right here, has generated millions of dollars, and it seems like business isn't even open right now, and it's a weekday. Because of my color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. So this is Quality Learning Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Yeah, nice typo on that sign there.
This is Quality...
Although... leering is a pretty apt descriptor, because they are leering hacks.
Yeah.
The leering fraud subsidized by leering fraudsters. Tim Walz. And that fucker was almost our vice president.
I have no words.
By the way, I don't know if you saw JD Delay's video about it, but apparently the average Somalian has an IQ of... The average Somalian-born individual has an IQ of 67, which puts them in the mentally retarded range.
Bruh. Also, apparently you watched My Dinner with Andre recently.
Yes, I did.
Inconceivable.
That was a fascinating... That was a fascinating sit, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
I mainly know Wallace Shawn for saying inconceivable.
Yeah, because it's a 2-hour movie that's just two guys talking over dinner. But
how fucking long is it?
Like I said, it's 2 hours. Well, it's an hour and 12 minutes. No, it's an hour and 52 minutes long. So just under 2 hours. But again, it doesn't sound like it would be that interesting to watch until you actually kind of just sit down and you really lock in. It is a weird, fascinating, like, piece of minimalist cinema.
Just bruh. I got nothing.
So
Leering Center. I meant to say quality learning center.
How can there be nobody here and it's like this every single day?
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going.
But if that's so depressing it makes you want to knot your bed sheets and give the hairy eye to the nearest ceiling fan, is that local Minnesota Republicans, all 12 and 1/2 of them, have been blowing the whistle on Tim Walz's Wunder fraud for a piping hot minute. Yet in an indictment of the American attention span, it took a viral video by a YouTuber to finally smash the dam. Shout out to Nick Shirley, who in the absence of action on this issue, clipped on a lapel mic, brandished his handycam, and did, well, the same shit journalists used to do not 2 damn decades ago. But while the locals gave Nick a welcome worthy of a downed Black Hawk helicopter, it wasn't until he locals gave...
Auditing daycares in Minnesota. It's a clip from the movie Black Hawk Down.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God in heaven.
Wait, what?
I said, oh my God in heaven.
Yeah.
Razor, what the fuck, man?
Nick a welcome worthy of a downed Black Hawk helicopter, it wasn't until he pressed the politicians that shit went pear-shaped.
If you look at United Health, currently is being charged with defrauding Medicare. You know who runs Medicare? President Trump. Medicaid fraud is a 50-state issue. And so, again, it is not a partisan issue. There are Democrats and Republicans who are sitting in that committee talking about it. But what you did here was the Republican chair say she's not turning information over to the one person in government who can stop payment. And I hope you print that. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
If I blink when I speak, that's because I just got fucking fleeced.
Hey, have I mentioned...
Bro! Leave it to Razor to just casually drop a Deadwood reference.
I believe it.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's art. That is internet art.
Thank you for coming.
If I blink when I speak, that's because I just got fucking fleeced.
Hey, have I mentioned lately that the Minnesota politician assassinated by an Agent 47 looking fucking face mask a while back was a Tim Walz appointee, and then most recently championed the issue of welfare fraud in Minnesota, even opining at one point that she, quote, feared for her life as a result? Just Just freestyling out loud here, folks. The short-term result, a full-on freeze of welfare funds towards daycares of any kind. But the long-term cost, swing a dead cat and guess, folks. The present price tag now falls between 2 and 6 billion taxpayer dollars the last time I checked, and that's just the lazy-ass Somalis. Those people, aware they're very much an ethnically protected class, covered their tracks about as well as a centipede in the snow, so they were comparatively easy to nab. What about the white-collar intern who are actually aware of the merits of an offshore Swiss bank account? In the days since the shit blizzard began to roil, we would learn that some of these kid-deficient daycares were not only known to government regulators, they were investigated over a dozen times, and yet we're still somehow sucking millions out of the taxpayer tit. I will make a prediction right here and now to the Razor Force. Not only will analogous malfeasance and fraud be uncovered in other states, only the ethnicity of the perpetrators of said fraud will be remotely fucking variable. Granted, when I make this prediction, I'm cheating harder than Jude Law on ecstasy. It's already been reported that a similar investigation in Washington state has already turned up nearly 600 state-funded care centers sans a physical fucking address. But cling fast to your happy ass, folks, because Governor Tim Walz is on the case.
Look, it's not law-abiding citizens. If that were the case, there's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed.
Herder, the whites are the white man. White man's so evil, motherfucker. You're the white man allowing it to happen in your fucking state.
What was that?
Never mind, because if I go down this road again, I'm gonna explode on this Charlie Brown retiree looking fuck.
Yeah, settle down, Sam Kinison.
Oh! Oh!
I still need to go back and find all the times you went full Sam Kinison, just make it a compilation and put it on YouTube. Just a straight 3 minutes of Chris raging.
So I think it's asking us then, for every crime, which of course the majority being committed by white men, asking us to do more about that. I think it's crime in general.
And in this, Timbo, I am in complete accord. After all, why demonize when you can deport? Look, when Obama began loading up the Sapien siege engine and raining Somalis down on Minnesota, he didn't do it out of the goodness of his heart or an abundance of largesse. It was a directed effort to upend Minnesota politics permanently and flip said state from a lean left battleground to Minnesota-Dishu. Minneapolis was a test market for the DNC's demographic conquest strategy, one which has only recently been forestalled by an oft-bemoaned entity, the Electoral College. When one populous megacity has an outsized influence, effectively charting the entire political course of an entire sovereign state, when farmers and factory owners outside the city walls must subsidize socialism within those walls, this is, in effect, reascendant feudalism, with all the commie corruption attendant to such an arrangement. And so I enjoin my prior remarks by repeating the title of a rant that is aged like Cindy Crawford. State Electoral College now! You will not ameliorate this issue until 10 medium to intermediate-sized counties in, say, Illinois can abrogate the decidedly tyrannical Chicago shogunate. Until then, say it loud, say it proud, you are what you elect, which explains the fucking fraud. If this don't serve as a cacophonous wake-up call, you, my friend, are incapable of consciousness. While we argue about conspiracy theories, the left and rhino right successfully conspire against each and every one of us. While you pose in polo shirts and posture about physiognomy, a gray alien-looking asshat with a head like an upturned light bulb is billions richer at your expense. While everyone on X pretends to be an expert about the ballistic properties of a 30-06, using Call of Duty kill streaks as evidence, your enemies are funneling your FICA tax to a fez-wearing fuck whose buddies back in Somalia have racked up quite the anti-Christian kill streak of their own. I bitch about Bondi plenty, but I would elect her president for life if she brought even one of these asshats to justice. Get your head in the game and out of your ass, because your enemies are playing for keeps, and they were armed using your money by a political party that your internecine tism-fit has now furnished with a 60 to 75% chance of taking back the House next November. So while you and I may commiserate about how nothing ever happens and the GOP are slow walking a predetermined defeat, bitch, you best believe the Dems will drop the accelerator to the fucking floor if they spend so much as a second and a half in the driver's seat. And before black pill and accelerationists chime in with, well, that's what I want, need I remind you rereads of the Russian mass graves filled to overflowing with the corpses of cucks just like you who thought back in the 19-teens that kowtowing to the commies to repossess the country at some nebulous later date was the surest path to future victory. I'm sure 7 decades later, when the Berlin Wall at last fell, while long dead and moldering, the children of their children would have fallen to their fucking knees and thanked the forefathers of you gaping-ass groiper jizz stains for taking such a circumspect stand if only they had ever been fucking born! Get in line or get the fuck out of my way, because we can work with the hapless. We don't have time for the fucking witless. I am Razor Fist. Godspeed!
Go. Get out.
I had to let him run. I just had to let Razor run.
I nearly got impaled on the fucking staircase courtesy of this goddamn dog.
Oh.
So if you heard me go, a couple minutes ago, that's why. Because the retractable leash decided to get stuck, and this little shit ran up the stairs. And I slammed into the sharp part. Had to make sure I wasn't bleeding. Trying to kill me and get the insurance money. Won't be surprised. There's like a $150,000 life insurance thing on me. So.
Oof.
Apparently the dog wants a bunch of new toys. Anyway,
I don't think you can name a dog a beneficiary.
Imagine if you could.
But he is. But in short. Yeah, Razor Fist is right. The American right is full of too many spineless midwits. And all y'all need to stop pretending all y'all need to stop LARPing as conservatives and fuck off into a hole. So the actual conservatives can actually do their goddamn jobs for a change. Problem is, the right does not gatekeep. If somebody says anything even marginally close to something that aligns with their values, suddenly they're conservative for life. Even when it's so clearly obvious they're wearing the mantle of common sense as a fucking skin suit. Nicki Minaj.
Dude, the only reason Nicki Minaj is glazing MAGA right now is because she's hoping to get a pardon for her piece of shit husband and her piece of shit brother.
Yeah. That the exact same reason Andrew Tate was glomming Trump early last year, because he was hoping he would get a pardon, he would get a presidential pardon, only to have Trump go, no, we're not gonna. We're gonna investigate you see if you actually are, see if we can do something about you. Marco Rubio outright said, yeah, no, the Tate brothers are not welcome in this state. They're not welcome in.
Yeah.
Not Marco Rubio. Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis said, "Yeah, no, the Tate brothers are not welcome in Florida." The Tate brothers were a litmus test, and a lot of quote-unquote conservatives tested full retard. Candace Owens, Patrick Bet-David, anybody who might have leaned MAGA adjacent, like Theo Vaughn, or Dana White, or Russell Brand.
You went full retard. Never go full retard.
Exactly. Whew. Somali immigrants provided by Obama. True and real. Look at me. I am the reporter now. I am the captain of the ship. I make the rules.
I guess there is no way to put this delicately.
All right.
So basically, we're fucked.
I'm out.
They caught us. The FBI is looking at all of us right now. So please tell your brothers, your husbands. Well, you're from Somalia, so your brothers are probably your husbands, whatever. Just tell all your family members to shut it all down, right friggin' now. If you have kids, put them in a truck and take them to the nearest quality learning center. I know it's supposed to say learning, but you're all so fucking stupid you couldn't even get the sign right. Anyway, take them to the Learning Center and tell them to pretend like they're learning shit, okay?
Bruh. Okay, last one and I'm out.
Fucking AI, man. Alright, okay. Whew. Alright, this next one is our first on the channel, first time on the channel featuring Tex, who, I don't know if I said it earlier in the stream, or if I just said it to Kaysen in private, is a guy who does a lot of movie-based content, and he largely talks about comic book-based movies, so a lot of Marvel and DC content. This one is about Avengers Doomsday, which is just hype moments and nostalgia bait. Whew.
Let's just get into it.
Now that Kang is distracted, the multiverse is doomed. I will emerge the victor. I hate you, 3000.
So I don't know if you heard, but a little movie called Avengers Doomsday is set to release soon. So after quickly scrapping the Kang Adventure movies for some unknown reason, Marvel quickly pivoted.
Yeah, because, it's so hard, because, recasting an actor is so hard. I mean, and we all know we all remember how difficult it was to just recast it. We all remember the absolute shit show that happened when they recast Rhodey, when they replaced Terrence Howard with Don Cheadle. Oh wait, no, that didn't fucking happen.
Edward Norton.
Replacing Edward Norton with Mark Ruffalo. Oh wait, that's right, that didn't fucking happen. Nobody threw a goddamn fit over it. You couldn't recast, but no, you couldn't recast Kang, and you couldn't recast T'Challa. Are your heads just that far up your asses that you could subsist on your own feces? Oh wait, it's Disney, and it's the Russos. The correct answer is.
I'm actually glad they didn't recast Black Panther and just had him die off screen, because Chadwick Boseman was the only person, in my opinion, who could actually do it.
Yeah, but that went directly against Chadwick Boseman's wishes, because he specifically said if he were to pass away before he was finished playing Black Panther, to just have them fucking recast T'Challa. That was his specific wishes, and Disney just took a big, gigantic, steaming fucking dump on his dying wish.
Okay, I was unaware of that.
Yeah, he specifically told Kevin Feige, recast me if I can't play Black Panther anymore. And what did Kevin Feige do?
Just straight up pulled AVG and Nightmare on Elm Street. Bombs away. Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking diarrhea fiend.
That's exactly what Kevin Feige did. He just diarrhea fiended all over Chadwick Boseman's dying wish.
And River danced on his ashes, apparently.
Yeah. So, fuck him. And fuck all of Marvel, frankly. Hot take, Marvel was better before the MCU. I said it.
I'm doing an MCU video with somebody in the next month or two, so I'm not going to say anything.
Well, Doctor Doom was given the new antagonist.
Not on my channel, but on their channel.
Right.
Marvel quickly pivoted and revealed Doctor Doom was given the new antagonist of the next Avenger films. And the Russo brothers, who did The Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame, are returning to direct them. And this is all...
Yeah, and the Russo brothers are coming back because everything they've done post-Endgame has flopped miserably. Which...
Hot take, maybe they wouldn't have flopped so miserably if you weren't spending upwards of 200 to 350 million fucking dollars on movies that could have been done on 80 goddamn million or less. You bloviating twat waffles.
Yeah.
Punctuated with the reveal that Robert Downey Jr. will be playing Doctor Doom himself. This all happened earlier this year, or last year, I can't really remember. When I first saw this reveal, I instantly thought, oh man, they are desperate, huh? Don't get me wrong, I like Robert Downey Jr. I actually think he's one of the best actors to ever be in the MCU. But this reveal just felt like a plea and cry to fans to come back over after 5 years of making movies and shows that were just dropping in quality, with several actually underperforming at the box office, like Fantastic Four First Steps, Thunderbolt, Captain America Brave New World, The Marvels, The Eternals, and Ant-Man 3. It was actually rare for an MCU movie to underperform, or just straight up flop, but that's been happening more and more recently. Combine that with the mixed and negative reception a lot of their projects have been receiving, and you got a company that wants to try to win back the goodwill that they lost. And what better way to do that than bring back characters that people actually liked? Nostalgia is a powerful tool. Now, it might sound like I'm being a cynical prick, which I am, but stay with me for a bit and let me explain. This feeling that I was having was only proven further when they released this little clip of the chairs saying that Doomsday is now in production, with dozens of chairs with actors' names on them. All of them are stars from other MCU movies, as well as the previous X-Men films. This is all I really needed to know exactly what type of movie this will be. They were just going to find a way to bring back all the old actors and characters for one last big event to get people back in the theater and watching their movies again. And if I'm being honest, it just came across as desperate. They're basically announcing...
Because it is. Because they are losing... Because they are going through money like a hemophiliac through a box of Band-Aids. Which, hey, you want to fix that problem? Here's a thought. Maybe don't spend upwards of $200 to $300 or $400 million making movies that to introduce characters that we don't fucking know yet, or making movies feel like homework because they're directly connected to Disney Plus shows that nobody fucking watched. And then blowing $200 to $300 million per production on all those shows, and nobody fucking watches them because nobody uses your goddamn streaming services. And if they are using Disney Plus, it's to watch the old shit when you were still fucking relevant.
Toho made Godzilla -1 with only 15 million. Just saying.
There! That's all you fucking need to know. Well, it also fucking helps that they knew what the fuck they were making. And they don't just outsource their fucking visual effect. They don't just outsource their visual effects to whatever fucking cheap studio they can find, put them through endless crunch, and then not know what the fuck they want anyway, so the movie is constantly in post-production mode, because I'm sorry, what is pre-production for other than to figure out the fucking movie you're making before you fucking make it? All of these movies are assembled in post-production. Ooh, I'm getting mad.
All the cameos before the film was even released. Hell, before they're even done finishing it. Just in the hopes that it would entice people to come watch it. Yeah, forget being surprised in the theaters when they pop up. Just watch the movie. We brought back all the people you like. That's basically what they're saying. It's like they saw that people really liked the cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, all the X-Men and Fantastic Four references, as well as appearances from heroes from other Marvel movies from the 2000s. They're basically going to do that, but just crank it up to 11. And even though I knew they were going to do this,
those cameos worked because nobody knew they were fucking coming! We knew Deadpool was going to be in the movie. We knew Wolverine was going to be in the movie. Why? Because their names are on the goddamn title. None of the trailers even remotely hinted at an appearance from Blade, from Elektra, from Gambit, from X-23, from Johnny Storm. Not one trailer hinted at their appearance. None of those behind-the-scenes snapshots that got leaked to Twitter hinted at their appearance. And everybody lost their shit because of it. You want to... You want people to...
Let's not forget how poor...
It's trying to
Let's
build...
not forget how poor...
Sorry. I'm on a tear.
I was just gonna say, let's not forget how poorly Disney treated Stan Winston's daughter when he passed away. Not Stan Winston, Stan Lee.
Just
like they basically just shrugged her off. Not one of them reached out to her to check on her after she lost her dad.
Well, no, because Bob Iger's retarded, and Kevin Feige only cares about paying for his houseboats.
Yeah,
because that's the only reason these movies have keep getting made is so that Kevin Feige can just pay for a new yacht. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't give a fuck about comic fans. He doesn't give a fuck about Stan Lee's legacy. The man, yes, making money is important in the film industry, especially right now when making movies is cartoonishly fucking expensive. But when that's all you care about is money, and it's like, oh, we're too big to fail. We can shit in the audience's mouths and they'll gobble it up and ask for seconds. That energy shows on screen, and it's been showing on screen for the last 5 fucking years. Which is why nobody is paying money to go see your bullshit movies.
Whew. I was still taken aback when I saw the Steve
news.
Do what?
Apparently, Netflix reportedly only wants to keep movies in theaters for 17 days after it buys Warner Bros.
Yeah, which is retarded because Ted Sarandos is a retard. Anybody who sincerely believes watching a movie on the big screen in a movie theater, watching a movie at home on your TV, and watching a movie on your phone is the same exact experience does not understand movies, does not understand how movies work, how movies function, how audiences perceive watching movies. And his big line about this, his relation to this, is his son watching Lawrence of Arabia on a phone. If I made a movie and my son and I found out my son was watching it on a phone, if I had a son, and I found out he was watching it on a phone, and he told me it's the same thing as going to the movies, buddy, I'm giving you a wedgie so bad you'll have to unzip your pants to see.
Bruh. Just,
This subject actually does get me fired up. Whew. If I go any further, I'm gonna I'm gonna fucking unload. In more ways than one.
Just crank it up to 11. And even though I knew they were going to do this, I was still taken aback when I saw the Steve Rogers teaser trailer. This was the moment where I'm like, oh damn, this is actually happening. And not in a good way. Thinking about it and hearing about it is one thing, but actually seeing it happen is something else completely. When all this was happening, I was thinking, this seems very desperate and nostalgia baity. And now that we're getting teaser trailers and seeing footage, it just confirms that, yeah, this is pretty desperate and very nostalgia baity. I'm just curious as to what kind of multiverse plot shenanigans they're going to have to pull to get Steve Rogers in this movie. And possibly the next one, Secret Wars. Seeing this trailer actually made me roll my eyes. I like Chris Evans. I like him as Captain America. But his story and arc is done. So seeing this footage just hit me on how much pandering and nostalgia bait will be in this movie. But make no mistake, it's definitely gonna work. And hell, it probably is gonna be a pretty fun experience, despite all the plot shenanigans they're gonna have to pull in order to get Dr. Doom in and Kang out. Like, I don't think Kang was built up that well as an Avengers level threat, but at least they tried to build him up. Doom is literally gonna bull rush into this movie and kick him out with no muss, no fuss. I don't even think we're gonna see Kang. Thinking about it, that's probably how the film is going to start, along with a scene of Doom confronting Loki or something like that. Then they'll probably do some timeline stuff again to get Steve Rogers in, but that's just me theorizing. Let's get back on track here. I think this movie will be a lot like Deadpool, Wolverine, and Spider-Man No Way Home, just cranked all the way up. It'll be a really fun theater experience, lots of cameos, lots of crowd pops, big action scenes, and a lot of fan service. And to be honest, at this point, that's probably what people want. A movie that's just a fun time. But once the dust settles and they really think about it, they're probably going to realize that parts either didn't make any sense, or were very contrived, or straight up dumb. It happened.
That is every MCU movie in the history of ever.
Basically.
These movies, they're fun theatrical experiences, but when you actually watch them and you start examining them and you start picking them apart, a lot of them really, especially the post-2012, post-Avengers 1 movies, do not hold up.
Let's not forget the same guy who directed Avengers about nearly completely fucked up the sleek for the entire Snyderverse, but apparently it's very trendy to shit on the Snyderverse.
It still is, for reasons I will never understand, because it's already been proven that people liked, once people saw Snyder's proper version of Justice League, and they saw that this was the version he was trying to cook with, everybody rejected Walter Hamada's DC, and is now apparently rejecting. Everybody rejected Walter Hamada. Everybody's rejecting Peter Safran. Everybody's rejecting James Gunn. People want Snyder. Or at least the most vocal voices on Twitter. It's almost like a battle of tism between Snyder Bros and Gunn Bros. And here's where I sit on that. Snyder and James Gunn have both made stuff that I have personally enjoyed. I think Snyder has a stronger vision. James Gunn's style can work in a vacuum. He is not the guy to lead DC. He is not the guy to lead an entire franchise of interconnected comic book movies. He's a guy to operate within that ecosystem, but he's not the guy to lead it. You need a voice like... You need somebody like a Zack Snyder, or you need somebody with a clear, cohesive vision, and you can have James Gunn exist within that ecosystem. But now I'm just talking in circles.
Yeah.
To me, almost instantly, I saw an Endgame. There are several parts of that movie that I just straight up don't like. I guarantee Doomsday will be just like that after the hype dies down. So as I was recording this, the teaser trailer for Thor dropped, and I just gotta say, I think it's hilarious that I can already see Doom snatching up the kid that Thor is taking care of, Steve Rogers' kid, and of course Sue Storm and Reed Richards' kid's Franklin, and just collecting them like Infinity Stones. I'm not even joking, by the way. I'm more than certain that's what they're gonna have Doom do in this movie. Dr. Diddy over here. But as for this Thor teaser trailer, I don't really care. I mean, it's neat that it looks like Thor will actually be serious this time around, but other than that, it doesn't change my overall thoughts and opinions going into Avengers Doomsday next year. And I also saw the leaked X-Men trailer, and yeah, I think it looks better than Steve Rogers and Thor.
Dr. Doom.
Do what?
I just want to know how Art becomes Dr. Doom.
More multiverse bullshit, probably. I'm so...
Yeah, just making excuses to bring back characters.
Here's the thing. I really enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine. I am not the least bit interested in any of this multiverse bullshit. At all.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lick of damn sense.
No. And it creates an infinite void of like zero stakes.
Yeah, I got nothing. The MCU is like being a dead horse at this point.
It's a Frankenstein's monster. It should not be alive, but because of a deranged madman who refuses to see the light, it is. And honestly, I'd rather watch Frankenstein again. At least that movie is only 70 minutes long.
Yeah, you know, when it first came out, they cut a lot of stuff out of it that was later restored in later versions. Like they cut out the part where they used a syringe to put him to sleep. They cut out the part where he tossed the little girl in the pond.
That doesn't make any sense.
They also cut out the part where it's like when he comes back to life, when the monster comes to life, he's like, now I know what it feels like to be God. They cut that line out because apparently a lot of people found it the producers found it sacrilegious.
See, I have a hard time believing that just because that's a line that you expect a madman like Victor Frankenstein to say.
Well, it was the 30s. Things were different.
And it makes no sense to cut out the scene of him tossing the kid into the pond, because her death is what incites the entire village to go after him with torches and pitchforks.
I mean, he didn't mean to kill her. Just that they were playing a game where they were tossing flowers into the pond, and he ran out of flowers, and he saw her as like a pretty little flower and tossed her in, but didn't realize she couldn't swim. I'd rather watch that than Frankenweenie. I mean, I'd rather watch Frankenstein than Frankenweenie.
Anyways.
It's an actual movie, okay?
Oh, and as far as the X-Men thing goes, the last halfway decent X-Men movie, not counting Logan, the last halfway decent, like, full X-Men movie was Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Or ones, but two shits the same, really. This one just had a bit more action in it. If anything, it had more nostalgia bait than the Steve Rogers one. So yeah, these little teaser trailers don't change my opinion. Matter of fact, it actually reinforces it. Also, real quick, I think it's crazy they're releasing these teaser trailers a whole year in advance. Like, that's actually wild. I get you want to build a hype, but this movie doesn't come out till December next year. Like, you have time. But this has been a problem with the movie industry for at least a decade at this point. You have a teaser trailer, or a teaser for a teaser trailer, then the full trailer, then the final trailer. I just think it's funny they have these short little minute and a half teaser trailers that don't really add much at all or show much of anything. Hell, they're just kind of confirming what we already knew. We already know who's going to be in the movie, at least majority of the cast.
Hot take, trailers for movies should only be released a month and a half to 2 months at max before the movie comes out.
They didn't release the Walk on Raccoon City trailer until like a month beforehand.
Well, unfortunately, that movie did not get much of a marketing bump. Unfortunately, it almost feels like Sony just kind of shit it out, because what little videos they did put out to promote the movie got dislike bombed into oblivion, and the comments section was just overloaded with Russian bots saying Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. It's like, fuck Spider-Man. That movie looked like ass. I don't care if you liked it, it looked like ass. Should have just been a straightforward, grounded Spider-Man teaming up with Daredevil or to face an actual to face a gauntlet of, like, you had the perfect opportunity to do, like, J. Jonah Jameson exposes Peter Parker to the world. You have the perfect opportunity to have Spider-Man face a gauntlet of insane criminals that could be and it could almost lead to the formation of the Sinister Six. And at some point, you could have Spider-Man facing off against somebody like Daredevil and Punisher, and eventually they come to realize, oh, Spider-Man's actually a good guy, and we've all been misled. And then you end up with this big web of villains that they all have to join together and fight with, and you realize that, and maybe you could have a plot twist in there of Mysterio having sent the footage to somebody who was bankrolling his shenanigans in No Way Home, and plot twist, that person could be Wilson Fisk.
Yeah, and say what you will about Welcome to Raccoon City, it was still a better Resident Evil movie than the last 6.
Where's my paycheck, Feige? There, I just wrote a fucking $1 billion mega hit for you. And I just literally pulled that out of my sphincter in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
God damn.
Just simmer on down there, bud.
I think it just feels more egregious here because we're getting 3 short teasers, and then next year we'll get the actual teaser and final trailers. Anyway, that's a rant for another day. Let's get back to the video. Yeah, so I just wanted to make this video talking about how I felt ever since they announced this movie. And while I'm on the topic, I think Secret Wars will be the same. And I'm pretty certain they're going to go the same route they did with Infinity War and Endgame, where the heroes will lose in one of these movies but then win the other one. And considering there's a planned salted reboot of the MCU coming in 2028, I imagine the events of Secret Wars will cause that to happen. And I've already said in a previous video that I'm ready for a reboot. It's long overdue. But
I'm ready for them to just take this motherfucker out behind the shed and just old Yeller it. That's what I'm ready for.
Did you just boot me out?
No.
I don't know what happened then. Because it booted me out of the call.
Huh. Can you see it just fine?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, well, I don't know if you caught what I just said, but I said that I'm ready for them to just... Tex says that he's ready for the MCU to just be reset. And I said, I'm ready for them to just take this whole fucking franchise out behind the tool shed and just old Yeller it.
Same can be said about the Fast and Furious movies, but okay.
They should have ended that franchise
or
with
how we
7.
all felt about the Anderson films.
They should have ended that franchise with 7.
And you were saying before, what were you saying before I cut you off?
I was saying they should have ended that franchise. They should have ended that franchise at Furious 7.
I meant before that, because it sounded like you were about to say something.
I don't even remember. I'm so fucking fired up talking about this right now.
Fair enough.
If it's in the same style and formula as the current MCU projects, then it's not going to be worth it. Yeah, so overall, I'm not really excited for Avengers Doomsday, though I will admit that it's definitely going to be a pretty fun theater experience for most people. But I don't really think it's going to be a good movie once the hype dies down and people actually think back about it. The whole promotional material up to this point really is just leaning hard on nostalgia, and that's mostly what it's going to be. Hyped moments and nostalgia. The type of movie that in the moment you'll be very enthralled and very into it, but then as soon as you walk out of the theater and look back on it, you're just going to see the issues with it. Oh man, I was just thinking, I can already see a scene where everybody's fighting and at one point Doom's mask is going to fly off and everyone looks around shocked and says, Tony? And he goes, who's Tony? Or maybe he'll be like a Tony Stark variant. I don't know if they confirmed that or not, but I can definitely see that happening. And of course they're going to recreate that panel of Doom killing Thanos. That's definitely going to be in there. Well, it's definitely going to be in Secret Wars when they make that the following year. It's going to be a mixture of very hype moments, a lot of nostalgia, and probably some corny writing. But that's actually about all I have to say about that. Not really looking forward to it. I might watch it only because I have a financial incentive to do so. I mean, I make YouTube videos, so I might as well cash in. And
I'm not gonna go see it. I don't give a fuck. Let this whole franchise crash and burn. No, don't let it crash and burn. Let it go out like the Collier brothers, just crushed to death under the weight of its own mounting irrelevance.
Yeah.
If you don't know about the Collier brothers,
Yeah, I'm watching it because I'll be honest, I'm gonna watch it, but that's just me.
I have no incentive to watch it. I've had no incentive to watch any MCU films outside of Deadpool and Wolverine for the last... outside of Deadpool and Wolverine, the last MCU movie I saw in a theater was Eternals. So, I have no incentive to watch any more of these movies. Even if Spider-Man...
Eternals... Go ahead.
Even if Spider-Man Brand New Day ends up looking hype, I don't fucking care. I do not care.
Well, allegedly Punisher's gonna be in it.
Still don't care.
Okay. Fair enough.
They had their chance. They fucked it up for nostalgia bait. Which is why I still have not seen No Way Home. Which is why I still have not seen No Way Home. I think I said Mysterio was in No Way Home. I fucked that up. He was in Far From Home, but I'm still trying to process why it took them 3 movies to do Spider-Man's origin story when it took Sam Raimi fucking 1.
In the first less than 20 minutes, no less.
God.
Actually, I think it's not even 15 minutes in where he gets bit by the spider.
Yeah. It's like the first 30 to 45 minutes, you get the spider, the powers, Uncle Ben's death. Yeah, and amazing, the amazing spider.
When you're an uncle and you find out your sister names her son Peter and your last name is Parker.
The
visible sweating.
And again, the Amazing
Visible
Spider-Man.
sweating.
The Amazing Spider-Man back in 2012. I forget who directed that one. Spider-Man's origin story handled in one fucking movie. But it takes the MCU. No, it doesn't even take the MCU 3 movies. It takes them 6 movies. Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War, Endgame, Far From Home, No Way Home. 6 movies to do an origin story for one fucking character.
Yeah.
And people swore up and down for years this franchise was the pinnacle of writing. Man, choke on every square inch of my 1-inch wonder until I feel a fucking draft. You low expectation having motherfuckers.
Well, this stream's age restricted now.
What else is new?
Now I know why YouTube keeps turning off your comments every time you end a stream.
Does it?
Yeah, because the last few streams, when I try to go and comment saying, hey, I had a good time, it said the comments are turned off.
I'm going to have to go check that because I've got no notifications
Yeah, I know
about
you're
that.
not doing.
I've had no notifications about that at all. I'm going to have to go check that after the stream. Alright, let's just keep moving.
Looking forward to Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey, more than this. Oh, well, I think it's going to about do it for the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think? Am I being overly cynical, or do you feel the same way? Or hell, let me know if you're looking forward to it and why. But I think that'll about do it, so see ya. I'll actually die laughing if they have a I Hate You 3000 in here somewhere. Film of the year, every year.
When I'm cracking bro with maximum velocity and he starts complaining about my tempo, so I low-key take off my furry costume and confront him. What?
It booted me again.
Huh.
It booted me again.
But I do think it's the most desperate, pathetic attempt at storytelling in a very long time.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yep.
Was that Falcon saying he has out of line, but he's right?
Yes.
So was it that? The only relevant MCU moment for this fucking video.
What?
About the only relevant moment from the MCU for this fucking video.
So was it that?
I wish I wasn't gay. I wish that a Latina would come sit up on my face.
Kick my uncle in the balls, yeah, I'm Batman. I just ate a protein bar out of a trash can. Fuck.
What?
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 A cripple, man, that dude really lacked hands. Stripper shitted on me when she gave me a lap dance.
What the fuck?
Excuse me, why?
Oh.
Just why? I got nothing.
Alrighty.
This is so fucked. This is just so fucked.
Yes, it is.
Anyway.
Do you got any more in you, or is this your time to dip out?
You can keep going, but I gotta dip out, man. I do not have any more energy.
Hey, you're good, dude. I get it. It gets draining.
Especially dealing with stupid.
Oh. Yeah, and then you have a crackhead for a dog.
That's not nice. I mean, I'm gonna repeat what freaking Sam said. He's out of line, but he's right.
Oh.
I'll watch your reactions to these fails on the VOD later.
Alrighty.
When I actually have an appetite.
Alrighty. I'll catch you later, man.
Alright. I will see you guys next week. As usual, weaponized autism.
Yeah. Well, catch you later, brother.
Talk to you later, brother. See
Yep.
ya.
Alrighty. Oh, was it good for you too? Alright, let's get into some fails. 100% cooked. from Fail Army. And I'm turning the volume down on this one so that we can just keep the momentum going instead of just pausing it every few seconds. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good job, dipshit. Up, yep. Woo! Oof! Ooh. Well, at least you didn't rack your nuts. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Woo! Uh-oh.
Nope, my visibility is limited. No! Bro, they better fix it, otherwise I'm gonna crash out.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit! That's, yeah, I think your car's fucked. That's what you get. Yep. I knew that was coming. Okay, maybe it's a little too low because I did not hear what just happened. Ooh, good job.
Ese. Y my group.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shh.
Shake, shake, now drop. Oh!
Ouch.
Can I help?
Ooh. You done messed up, Aaron. No way.
Tell me how I'm at Sonic and I just got the...
I don't think that's supposed to be coming out of that. What in the autoerotic asphyxiation? Dude, clean your fucking filter. Uh-oh. That's why you never try to do that yourself. Ah! Oof.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Shh. Face plant.
Take the picture yet. Watch this. I'm like...
Oh, it's, guys are ice fit.
Honey, that is so dangerous. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Am I out?
Now he doesn't have eyebrows. Lard ass. I hope that was just your spare. Oh, that you are so lucky. Good job. Ooh. Missed it by that much. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Good job. Oh no! It's a little steep. Nice try.
But what the f***? You could have killed yourself, man.
She got the one by now. His legs were.
Yep. Woo! A face full of snow.
My feet were stuck.
भाई ठीक है इसी बिल्कुल सही आई थी स्पीड डाले भाई ठीक है ना
Nice. You might have overseasoned it a little bit. Oh!
Do you want to go?
Oh. She's gonna go in the pool. Or he's gonna lose his wig. I hope that was a cheap drone. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Whoa! Mom, we got a new problem!
Oh, fuck. Oh boy went vertical. So did he. I thought he was going to smack himself right into the...
Who deep fried tonight?
Okay. I've never seen a deep fried knife. See, dude, the more you flail around, the more you get stung. Oh. Yep. Sometimes that's what happens when you have an overexcited duck. Oops. Squeezed it just a little too tight.
Oh, are you okay?
I thought he was gonna go into... I thought that was like a lake next to him, but... Wait, I missed that one. Ooh, that was a good save. Yep.
Okay, you see my half-brushed hair. I'm over here brushing, all of a sudden, whoosh. Are you kidding?
Never seen that happen. Oh, is the clapper not working? There you go. Oh no. Oh no, this not gonna go. Alright, I thought they were gonna fall into the tree.
This is scary. It's been about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more, and they've just been hanging up there this whole time. We just asked the lady at the bottom of the Ferris wheel if this has ever happened before, and she said no, and she said she's actually concerned for them.
Oh,
they just said Oaks Park. They just said the park is closed. Jesus Christ.
I hope they're not upside down.
Oh. Man. What? Jesus Christ.
Good job, dipshit.
Look in there. Look real close.
Good, how y'all doing? Good.
Uh-oh. Whew! Well, at least she didn't fall on the dog.
Who's that? Who's that?
Ooh.
Wow.
I've never seen that. Yep. That's what cats do.
Smiling bird.
Oh, did the wheel fall off?
Wait, I lost it. Uh-oh. Where did it fall out of? My pocket? Oh no. Oh no. Are you serious?
Yo.
Jackie Chan.
Oof. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do, but... Up, Grinch in traffic. That's not a fail.
Come on, Cartman.
Oh, nice shot. Oh, God. Oh, that's bad. Oh, and now you need a new ass. You already showed this one. Why are you doubling back?
क्या रंगोली बनाने की कोशिश कर रही तुम? ये देखो, ये आइडिया था, ये लड़की है, इधर देखियो, देखियो।
बकेट वाला दिया है ये
कौन सा दिया है कहाँ से दिया है क्यों दिया है किसने दिया है किसको दिया है मैं ये ऑप्टिमस प्राइम लग रहा है जो सैड है
Oh, it smells so good. Okay, in my car.
No.
Bro, that's a massive plumbing issue. Somebody needs to clean out the inside of those jets. Like, bad.
I knew it would be sexy, but not that sexy. This takes the piss.
Blocks.
He's gonna spell it.
It's look at it. Look at it.
Thanks, babe.
Just kissing foods?
Somebody's jealous.
Just let me pet you.
Somebody's very jealous.
Come on, let's get some foods. Yeah, I got you, didn't I?
Camera recording.
Oh, my roommate wondering why she always has bruises the next morning after going out. Yeah? I mean, maybe that's a sign. Like, hey, who turned out the lights? I can't see shit in this thing.
Yes, sir. What's the matter, Elliot? Did your greed get the best of you?
No, it didn't go all the way. What are you doing? Who the f*** you making? Who are you making? This ain't f***ing Batman!
Yes, it is!
No! It's just this! Who the f*** is this?
No, this...
No! Look up Batman mask, babe. Look up Batman mask. This is not f***ing Batman.
Look.
Wait. Babe, show the chat.
That is what it looks like.
No, the f*** it don't. This chin does not look like that, babe.
Okay. Okay.
This streamer went from being not.
Well, with that out of the way, chat, we've got one more video before we're going to close out the first stream of the year. From, it's another Atozy video. IRL streamer, Rakai? I don't know who the fuck he is sabotaging his own career. Again, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, so let's just get right into it.
This streamer went from being nominated for the Best Breakout Streamer at the Streamer Awards to being banned on Twitch all within a month. And as of right now, he's one of the most confusing cases of a dude who's been given a massive opportunity but is completely squandering it for nothing. Because who in their right mind would do this to someone while live for thousands of people?
We should get this to somebody. Have a beautiful day.
You too?
I gotta show you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Did you already pay for them?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, thank you.
All right, have a good day. God bless you.
All right, bye-bye.
Again, why? But that.
I'm sorry, maybe it's because I'm old, but where's the humor? Where's the funny? That's not funny. That's not even funny adjacent. That's just. Anyways.
That moment inspired a poorly landed joke at the Streamer Awards.
Question.
Yo.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer it, the test! It's
Hey, yo.
Don't answer it! Don't answer it! Take his mic!
Well, that joke becomes relevant to his crash out later on in this video, but this is the Twitch streamer by the name of Rakai, a 17-year-old kid who gained popularity by being known as Kai Cenat's son, and...
There's your first red flag. He's the son of a major streamer, so he thinks he can just be as retarded as he wants and get away with it. By just from the sheer fact that he's Kai Cenat's kid. So there's your first red flag. He's a streamer's kid, and he's also a streamer. This can only end in the best of ways.
And being a graduate of the Streamer University. But it's safe to say that Rakai has made quite a name for himself during his relatively short streaming career, as he's heavily associated to the streaming group AMP and their leader Kai Cenat. So even though he's been posting on YouTube since 2016, he didn't break into the streaming scene until the very end of 2023. But just as fast as he blew up, Rakai landed himself in hot water for multiple incidents and reportedly ended up getting himself banned from Twitch for 2 years, which is crazy if that's actually real, because originally he was supposed to be banned for like 2 weeks, and obviously since then there's been non-stop speculation about what actually led to the ban and if the consequences were fair or not. No one, not even Rakai himself, seems to be able to agree on what the final straw was or how long the ban actually was going to last, because in fact, according to some sources, it's possible that this is a Twitch error and Rakai can actually get his channel back next week. Who knows what will happen, but as of right now...
Please don't. There are already enough retarded streamers on Twitch as it is. There are already enough retarded streamers polluting the internet as it is. We don't need any more, especially from retarded nepo babies. Wait, did he think that pirate software just dipped out after being exposed for being a complete hack? Now I get to fill the big mainstream nepo baby streamer position now? It's like, no, go fuck yourself.
Now, it says 2 years. You know, because you gotta love how vague the Twitch bans are. You have some creators that probably don't deserve a permanent ban, who are just banned forever. And you have others who maybe do deserve a longer ban, but suddenly they just did that quick revive and they're back like nothing ever happened. And what Twitch's role is when they allow underage kids to stream themselves breaking the law and influencing other kids. But as I mentioned previously, he broke into the streaming scene by going viral for claiming that he was Kai Cenat's son, and he was intimidating his chaotic style of content. I don't think anyone with more than like a couple of brain cells believed it was actually true, but...
Oh, so he's not Kai Cenat's kid, he's just an idiot. Got it.
Kai ended up bringing him onto his stream via a Discord call.
I'm gonna be honest though, real quick. Yeah. You're a deadbeat father. I'm gonna keep up. You're a deadbeat. You just now see me like that. You're not your son! Yeah, you are my dad!
Right. Okay, so I guess because Kai was involved, these clips went viral. And Kai made the decision to capitalize on this moment and invited Rakai to participate in the Mafiathon 2, which is a 30-day live subathon hosted by Kai and AMP back in November of 2024, just a year after Rakai started streaming. And this obviously made his career, but Rakai was still streaming in front of a computer and had yet to cross the threshold into IRL streaming, so I guess you could say that he was limited in the amount of trouble he could actually get into. Because, you know, screaming and fake beefing, they're pretty standard when it comes to streamers for these days, especially during an event like Mafiathon. So Rakai quick
hot take, this whole streamer thing is just the new reality TV. Like, you remember how reality TV exploded in the mid-late 2000s, and for like close to a decade people just couldn't turn away from it, even though we all collectively agreed it was rotting our brains and making entertainment objectively worse. yeah, IRL streaming, and honestly, a large chunk of live streaming in general. Now I'm having an existential fucking crisis because I also live stream. Except I don't do it professionally.
Quickly gained a pretty loyal fan base. But what also helped is, I'm assuming he's the same age as the average AMP fan, so he's likely more relatable to them. But it doesn't seem like Rakai wasted any of the opportunities, and he kept actually creating content on every platform he could. He was cementing himself as a core member of the group and growing his viewer base. He was also asked to move into a house owned by Kai with some other streamers, so at this point in time, it seemed like he was on a fast track to success. He continued to collaborate with other...
And fast tracks to success only end in one direction. Over the edge of a fucking cliff.
Huge creators, and had an insanely viral moment when he was recording a song with Blackboy Max and spontaneously did this dance to it. And as with most things nowadays, the dance became a TikTok trend, and this led to them recording a song and filming a music video. And this song did very well, so after that, Rakai broke into the mainstream streaming culture and social media in general. Also to the point where NFL players were doing his dance as a touchdown celebrations, so, you know, all of this buzz and attention led him to being nominated for the Breakout Streamer of the Year by QTC Cinderella in her 2025 Streamer Awards, which would be an insane end to the year. The dude was about to be on a generational run. Well, I guess not if he had anything to do with it, because he got banned. And he had all the momentum in the world, but he had to sabotage himself for some reason. And I guess he did so in so many different ways recently. So the alleged culprit of the initial ban was that clip where he tried to bait that woman into stealing flowers. Or, well, we don't know if he successfully did or not, because it seems like she left the store. Again, come on, dude. Clearly, he does not care about her, but like, why wouldn't he care about himself? Like, why risk getting banned from the platform that changed your life for an unfunny joke? Also, meanwhile, like, what would have happened if the woman actually got in trouble? So I mean, that clip overall is just pathetic. But this apparently isn't the first time he scammed someone, because one of the other...
Now that he brings that up, I'm wondering if that was staged for the stream, because she just takes it without hesitation. Just a complete asshole stranger handing her this thing of flowers. It's like, oh, did you already pay for it? Yeah. And you're just gonna take his fucking word for it? You don't ask for a receipt, like, on the spot? Either that woman is incredibly stupid, or that was staged as fuck. Or her daughter was more savvy than her and told her, yeah, he totally is trying to make you look like a shoplifter, and they just, as soon as the cameras turned away, just put the flowers right back where he fucking found them. Either one is a very likely outcome.
Big scandals is essentially he got into a 1v1 fight with Plix, and that's where he apparently scammed him out of $6,500. So Rakai lost 100-1 in a Fortnite 1v1 against Plix and simply refused to pay him their wager. And this is one of those situations that I'm kind of like, how is this real? Why is this happening? Because sure, even though he's a rapidly growing streamer and he's probably making a whole bunch of money, why are you wagering with a child? Like, do we really think he's willingly going to give away $6,500 instead of acting defiantly in front of his chat like he normally does?
Money.
Hey, guess what?
Send me my
Guess
money
what?
right now.
Guess what? Kai do owe me, but guess who's not getting their money? You ugly. F you.
Also, side note, can you even legally wager a bet with a minor? No, it doesn't seem like you can legally do that. So, I mean, that's not even enforceable on Clicks. That's honestly just a skill issue on Clicks' part. So, I mean, most likely this must have been a bit for attention. Oh, actually, he might have actually...
That would not surprise me either.
Have been gamble. Okay, wait, I just saw a whole different side to this ban. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, he got his ban extended because he scammed Clicks. What if he got his ban extended because he was a minor and he was gambling? Again, this is the problem when Twitch is extremely vague. Yeah, even if that situation was manufactured, just amped up for social media, it still left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth and preemptively labeled Rakai as a scammer to the general public. And obviously you had all the people saying that this was the reason you got banned, including Clicks himself.
What? You just get banned? Wait, I think in TOS it says no scamming, Rakai. I think that says it in the TOS, Rakai, so hopefully that teaches you a lesson, alright? Don't scam motherfucker.
But yeah, I guess this, coupled with the flower stealing, started to really tarnish his reputation. And then Rakai continued to get himself into controversial situations, like, I guess, his war with Duke Dennis, who is another AMP member. It was...
He is dropping names left, right, center, and sideways, and the only one I recognize in this whole fucking video is Kai Cenat. And that's just by sheer accident. I only know about Kai Cenat through secondhand knowledge, because these are people that I don't watch. You know? And again, maybe it's because I'm old. Maybe it's because I am out of touch. You're out of touch. I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. Yeah, maybe I am. I've brought this up in streams before, where it's like all these people who are supposedly famous, really famous content creators, and it's like, dude, literally, who the fuck even are you?
It's clearly just for content, but I mean, it didn't stop people from believing the ongoing beef was real on Twitter. So, from Rakai burning Duke's expensive Nike Dunks to Duke and his friends swarming Rakai in his house, he was using the style of rage bait content that pits creators and their fan bases against one another.
Duke, stop playing on me.
What a fascinating use of free will. But I mean, at this point, it seems like he was no longer having fun and messing around. He was just pissing people off and playing up his growing ego for his chat, which they loved. But we all know how that goes. Because Rakai was banned on December 2nd, just 4 days before the Streamer Awards at the time. And it was believed that he was banned for 2 whole years. But it's safe to say that most people assumed it was the flower theft, but others pointed to the click streaming. And the next day, Twitch released a statement insinuating the length of the ban.
This was an isolated incident. We are aware of a visual bug that caused the suspension length listed in this creator's appeals portal to be incorrect. Our teams are working to fix this issue, but we know from our investigation that other creators aren't experiencing this error. This isolated issue didn't impact his email notification, and we've confirmed that the email the creator received did include the correct suspension length. We've also clarified this with the creator directly. Okay. So then, literally fucking how did that happen? Okay, I don't know if Tozy's going to bring it up later on in the video or not, but my working theory is he manufactured, or he had somebody, paid somebody to manufacture that screenshot to get attention for himself. Because that's all these people care about is attention. Because, fuck being transparent and honest with people. Just as long as all the eyes are on you, that's all that fucking matters. You absolute waste of fucking oxygen!
And might have been a glitch, leading to people assuming that Rakai could be back sooner than expected. Either way, Rakai was allowed to attend the Streamer Awards despite the ban. But the Streamer Awards finally came, and that night did not go as planned for Rakai because of an on-the-spot moment that just made him seem like a complete moron.
Rakai, you are our youngest nominee.
Made him seem like a complete moron? Brother?
Ever. Do you want to give a little introduction about yourself as a streamer?
Wait, what you mean? What you mean what? Like,
an introduction of yourself as a streamer.
I don't really know. Like, I just stream, yeah.
But I guess the worst moment stemmed from the moment from QTC Cinderella's comments towards him during the awards.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen? Don't answer it, the test!
Hey, yo!
Don't answer it!
So while it was a poorly landed joke, QT asked him during the night what the coolest thing he's stolen was, referring obviously to the moment with the flowers where he essentially stole the flowers and gave it to a woman and she walked out of the store with them. But Rakai felt like that joke had some racist implications to it and called out QT on stream, making some pretty gross comments towards her. Oh, and since his ban on Twitch, he just essentially...
Literally, how is that racist? That just clicked with me. And now my cat's upset that I'm not out there giving him cuddles. Do you see how contagious your I had a thought there, I had a bit there, and it just kind of fizzled away.
moved to YouTube and continued as is.
I'm gonna lose this one. I didn't even spark stream yesterday, because yesterday I probably said something that I probably regretted, and I'm gonna keep the ball, bro. You feel me? It's just rigged. I didn't win. It's rigged. I didn't win that.
Okay, so whether it's true or not, he says that he had some choice words for her, but held off in the moment. But claims the streamer awards were rigged and goes on to call QT the
Bro, all award shows are rigged. You dip fuck.
Coolest thing you've ever stolen.
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I was saying, listen, what's the coolest ever sucked? That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that in her face, bro. And for everybody.
Yeah, sure you were. In that exact moment, you were absolutely 100% getting ready to... Dude, this is the streaming dipshit equivalent of, yeah, dude, I was totally gonna knock that guy out, man. I would've one-shot knocked him out cold, dude. Dude, whatever. Keep dreaming, dipshit.
But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite.
Yo, why is this he calling himself petite?
Did you, as a male, just call yourself petite? Did I seriously just hear that correctly?
I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite.
Yo.
What? I've never seen a male refer to himself as petite. What? Huh? What? Huh?
Why is this he calling himself petite?
I'm not saying he's right at all. One, you should not be calling no girl that you know is a... He's literally a child. He's an immature child. There's no maturity in his bones at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say this did not go over well. Even
this guy took streaming lessons. I'll tell you what, Rakai took streaming lessons from iShowSpeed. That's the energy I get off of this kid. Is just this guy's just emulating Kai and Speed. More so Speed than Kai, just based on the few clips of Kai that I actually have seen. I've seen more clips of Speed against my will. And every time I do, I'm pretty sure I just lose. Every time I see a clip of Speed, I'm pretty sure I just lose IQ points.
Kai's own friends were coming out saying they didn't agree with his comments towards QT. And these comments even allegedly led Rakai's mom to step in and tell him to pack his bags because she was bringing him home for those comments.
I'm so confused. Like, did you really tell that woman that? Are you losing your mind?
The only thing the reason why I said that is because she said what she said.
Regardless of the fact that is not how you carry yourself. That is not how you talk to a woman, first of all. I raised you way better than that. So guess what? You're coming home because you think you're grown. I'm booking your flight tomorrow.
Which, I mean, hey, fair. If you're a teenager and you can't act like an adult, do you deserve the adult freedoms yet? But that also becomes its own debate because he can definitely sustain the cost of his own living. But now Rakai is streaming from his parents' basement and getting the Clover Boys to record videos of themselves begging his mom to allow him to come back and talking about how great he actually is.
Is there anything more pathetic than getting your homies to beg your mama to... By the way, why is he still streaming? Why is he still allowed to stream? If that was me at that age, you think my mama would allow me to stream from her house? knowing that that's how I behave on stream. No, that's number two. Back to number one. Let me reiterate again why that there's nothing, literally nothing more pathetic. Dude, absolutely.
What a bitch.
Jeez.
Doing it 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Ma, it's Daz. You know you love me like cook food. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I'm going through a lot right now, and I feel like I need Ricardo to just be by my side at this moment because, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I feel like the pressure is higher than ever. I just need to be next to my brother. This unity is better than everything right now. I feel like we just need to be together. You can send my baby clips back to me. Please, Ma, please.
Okay! I like that!
Some people are also starting to wonder if they're building up a big comeback for when his Twitch ban is lifted. But either way, hopefully he realizes your social media career can be extremely fragile, and if you run around breaking the laws, number one, you can get into legal trouble, but number two, if you break laws while live streaming it, you can lose the platform that gave you all the opportunities to begin with. Why would you ever do something to lose the thing that changed your life? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Because these people get too much fame and too much money way too quick, and they immediately start thinking they're unstoppable, which just makes it even more of an insane train wreck when the inevitable crash and burn comes.
But hey, I don't think those two...
It's just like child stars, child actors, and child pop stars. You know, that crash and burn is just so inevitable.
Much thinking involved. I do want to give him some props though, because it seems like he donated a whole bunch of toys for kids while offline. And I'm not going to hate on a good deed. A good deed is a good deed. It just doesn't make up for behavior. But apparently now he's coming back with a story that he spent a whole bunch of time away reflecting, and he wants to do good. So hopefully that's a new start for him. Will it last? I doubt it. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like on this video. It's almost New Year's, guys, so happy New Year's. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Alright. That was actually the last video that I had lined up for the stream. I wasn't sure if we were going to get to it or not. But, you know, since it happened, it happened. But, that is going to do it for the stream tonight, folks. Before I pack it in, I do want to make a few announcements. Obviously, yeah, I don't know if anybody did see my latest community post, but if you didn't, I'm going to reiterate. I do want to slow down with content creation this year, just for my mental health, because last year I was just trying to once again maintain a consistent upload schedule and just content, and putting unnecessarily deadlines on myself. And I've noticed with community polls, the last few community polls, it was an active struggle to try to play some of the stuff I wanted to play, because we had Mega Man Legends. It was... I loved playing Mega Man Legends, but there were times where it felt like I was forcing myself to play it instead of like actually really enjoying it, and I struggled to figure out why. Then we had the fiasco with Jurassic World Aftermath, where you guys wanted me to play it, I started playing it, I was getting some progress in it, and then just hit a point where I got killed in a very cheap manner, and I just wound up rage quitting, because which is something that I never do. I never rage quit. But that time I did rage quit. And just pivoted on to doing two different Jurassic-related games. Then there was the issue in October. Everybody wanted me to play horror games from the early mid-2000s. Got a couple of good ones up. Started working on another one, and my spark just died on the spot. And I was just like, the fuck is happening with me? And I realized for these, I just want to spend this year for gameplay videos just kind of going back to playing what catches my interest, what catches my fancy, and instead of trying to maintain a consistent upload schedule, just uploading when I can, when, like, videos will be up when they're good and ready, when they're done. And I want to take my time producing those videos instead of just trying to shit them out on a consistent basis. As far as my next playthrough coming up, I'll just announce it right now. My next playthrough is going to be Final Fantasy Adventure for the Game Boy, which I'm currently about 77 minutes into, and it's looking like it'll be the first Final Fantasy game I've ever played to completion. Which is funny because it's not even a Final Fantasy game. It's a part of the Mana series, but it has the Final Fantasy logo on it, so I guess, you know. But other than that, I do have some audio-only rants that I would like to do. I'm going to start posting some of those, like, between playthroughs, so I'm just kind of diversifying. I'm also going to start uploading those to Rumble so I can start building something of a following up there. I do intend on drafting, doing further revisions of my novella, my Wattpad novella, The Springfield Snatching, which I had already planned on getting new chapters of that up following the holiday season anyway. I just wanted to kind of not burn myself out trying to do everything all at once. You know. Kaysen and I haven't settled on a movie yet for what's going to be next week's Bottom of the Bin stream. But if you're getting here late, I did say earlier in the stream we're going to be doing... Our streams are going to be set up like reaction stream, Bottom of the Bin, movie discussion. So we'll do reactions this week. Next week it'll be some random obscure movie. And then the week after that it'll be something that actually did pretty well. So we'll just... And like Kaysen announced earlier in the stream, that is going to be the first Cloverfield. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and I've already picked out my Zelda for since I play Zelda every year for my birthday. I've already picked it out. I'm going to be doing the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance Zeldas. So, and I do, at some point this year, I do intend to play through at least 3 of the Switch ones. I do plan on playing Skyward Sword, the Link's Awakening remake, and Echoes of Wisdom at some point. I do want to play some longer games. I do want to play some RPGs, and I'm kind of starting to... I'm easing myself into the RPG genre with ARPGs. Like, Final Fantasy Adventure is an ARPG. Secret of Mana, Illusion of Gaia, Beyond Oasis. Excuse me. So games like those. And then eventually jumping into, like, the more, like, real RPG, like, the turn-based RPGs like Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger, Legend of Dragoon, Xenogears, maybe some other Final Fantasy. We'll just have to see what comes out of the year. But I appreciate everybody who did show up for the stream tonight. I hope y'all had a good time, and hope y'all had a safe, happy New Year. And I will catch you all next week.